Yeah, figured I'd go live. Did a big beer haul today. Triple Crossing's 10th anniversary weekend is this weekend. Went down and picked up some stuff from them. Went to my bottle shop, got some stuff from them. And yeah, the weather was perfect. Nice. A little windy, pretty windy down these parts, but overall nice. Probably mid 70s. But yeah, figured I'd go live. I know a lot of people are probably watching the UFC thing right now or coming up here pretty soon. Yeah. So yeah, welcome to Saturday Night Beer Talk. Maybe switch it up a little bit. I haven't done beer bowl in forever, so but yeah, this is a little different, I guess. So kind of the same thing, just no beer bowl. But yeah, start off with a review of a beer, and whoever eventually pops in or whoever notices when I'm live and wants the link, just let me know, and I'll fire it off to some sort of social media platform that you have or whatever. Just mostly Instagram. I don't have anything else besides Instagram. So, yeah. So, gonna start off reviewing something from Massachusetts area. This comes from the people over at Trillium. This is Congress Street IPA. 7.2% ABV, canned on March 20, looks like March 20th, maybe. Yeah, March 20th, 2024. So less than a month old. Pretty good. We just got a drop of their stuff, obviously. So we got Congress Street, Vicinity, Metal, Sprung or Sprang, the Kolsch from Trillium. One called My Name is Also JC, which was a collab between Trillium and Alvarado Street. And I think that was it. I don't know if we got Cutting Tiles or not. That's one of my favorites. Plus they have different versions, obviously different. I think let's see, Fort Point was the other one, and Mass Ave, which I haven't had. I've had Fort Point, but not Mass Ave. I think I've had Metal before. Sprang, I haven't had the Kolsch. I don't know if I've had Congress Street. Maybe years ago. I know I definitely had Vicinity, which I picked that up. But yeah, it's been a while since I had Trillium. I think the last Trillium I had was sometime last year. I got a crowler of their Turducken, which is their triple IPA. It's like 10, 11%. I think that was the last time I had Trillium. I don't think I had anything. No, I take that back. I think I had that Matakataki, that Trillium. Who was that? Trillium and where's Sam at when you need him? Anyways, I think that might have been the last one. That one was earlier this year, I think. Yeah. Garage Project. That's right. Yeah, that's I think the last Trillium I had. So yeah, like I said, I think I've had this before, but I'm not too sure. Maybe years ago. Um, I'll pull up the website. Let me see. I think it's Columbus and something. Yeah, Galaxy and Columbus hops. So 7.2% ABV, America two row barley, white wheat, C15, dextrine, dextrose. Yeah, we won't go on. I'm gonna pull that down. It goes into the flavor notes and all that stuff. I'll do that when I'm tasting it. So yeah, crack it open and see what she looks like, smells like, and then we'll taste it. So Cheers to the one person watching, whoever you may be. Happy Saturday. My lighting's gonna be off for sure, but definitely pouring like a dark orange kind of color for sure. In the light, it's definitely more, um, you know, nice 2 finger head, almost 2.5 ish. Um, yeah, so nice. Not many bubbles up top, but I didn't really pour aggressively. But going to the nose, definitely getting like peach tangerine-ish type, a little bit of tropical vibes. I'm getting like a real sweet orange. Um, yeah, peach, orange, maybe like a clementine type aroma to it. Not really any. Well, it doesn't have citrus in it, but um, yeah, just getting a lot of like sweet orange, like a candied orange, a little bit of tangerine, maybe a touch of pineapple. Not overly bearing. I mean, it smells great. I mean, for less than a month old, I mean, who can say they can really get Trillium less than a month old? That people that live outside of the area, because I don't think they really distro to many places. You got to go to Trillium for the most part. I don't even think people. I don't know if like Bumpy and them can get Trillium. I don't think so, or Tanner. But yeah, looks good. Nice little light IPA, not light, but 7.2. Um. So yeah, let's drink it. Cheers. Mm. So I'm getting right off the bat. It's like a ripe orange. If that makes sense. Kind of like an orange rind with a little bit of. I guess it's more of a tangerine flavor than anything. I guess there's a little bit of like dryness on the back end. It definitely has a creaminess to it for sure. Um, it's vibrant. I guess that's the word I'm looking for in the taste. There's like a vibrancy to it. Um, Not green. It's not like green or anything. Um, yeah, it's definitely a tangerine forward. Not really much pineapple. I feel like ooh, peach, like a sweet peach. What are they saying? Peach, clementine, tropical fruits. I was pretty close. I peach, yeah, I guess clementine, tangerine, pretty similar. Tropical fruits, I guess, yeah, but it's more peach orange. They don't have orange in there, but tangerine, orange, clementine. They're pretty much all the same shit. But a taint orange flavor. You got that right. Cheers, Bumpy. How are you? I guess I can put this in one of the hangouts. Whoever wants to come hang out, or just over here shooting the shit. What do I click? I'm gonna click that. But yeah, I mean, I definitely get the peach and that clementine. I don't, like I said, I don't really get too much tropical fruits, but I'm not getting like pineapple or anything like that. But it's not bad though. I enjoy it. Like I said, I don't know if I've had this. Um, I don't know if I've had this before back in the day, and I just don't remember. But I could have. I know I've had Fort Point, and I've had Vicinity, which I picked up Vicinity today. Um, I think I've had metal, and I think I've had heavy metal. I know Vale did a a Freaky Friday thing with Trillium one time, where I think they each brewed their own. Like Veil did. I think it was. I want to say it was Heavy Metal. I believe from Veil that they brewed because that's a Trillium beer. And I forgot what Veil beer that Trillium brewed. It might have been like a sour or something like that. I know they do those. What's those? What's that sour series from Trillium? Daily serving. That's what it is. Then they have like double daily serving or some shit. Triple daily serving. Um, which teach their own. I mean, I kind of fell out of the heavily fruited sour type shit, but I mean, I still have some cans in there. But yeah, it was a good haul today. Got a shit ton from Triple Crossing. Got 2 stouts by them, both 12% barrel aged stuff. Got Tropical Falcon, Falcon Smash, West Coast Falcon, and Interstellar Burst. And then from my bottle shop, I got 4-pack of Vicinity, 4-pack of Congress Street. That Galaxy Bowl one, I think it was from Hot Butcher, the one that Joe reviewed recently. I got a 6-pack of this Hefeweizen from Live Oak. And a collab beer between Narrow Gauge and the bottle shop I go to, Corks and Kegs IPA, which I was kind of hesitant on picking it up because I feel like all the ones they did collabs with haven't been that great. But I did see the owner post on like his Instagram or something like that. It looked like he was hanging out at Modest Man, so they might be doing a Modest Man Corks and Kegs. I think they've done one of those. Never mind, I take that back. Corks and Kegs did a collab with Modest Man back in the day, and I think they're doing it again, doing another collab. It'd be nice if we can get like Kettlehead or something like that. While you're prepping for 420, we went to Modest Man to help get you ready for Star Wars Day. Stay tuned. So yeah, there's the owner on the right side, and then somebody from Modest Man, and then they have that shit. So I think they did a collab last year on Star Wars Day too. Or 420 or something like that. I know I've had it. I think it was a Darth Vader themed one. I'm pretty sure I had that. I picked it up. Cheers, Paul. Almost picked up some more Sunny Side Up yesterday, but got 4 cans of each run from Martin House Brewing instead. After doing a review, I would have saved money and had it better just getting Sunny Side. Damn, that sucks. What style of I don't know what style is that from the Martin House one. Was that an IPA? A stout? Yeah, I haven't had Sunny Side Up in forever. I haven't had Pizza Boy in forever. Shit's banging. I've had some of like the variations back in the day of Sunny Side Up. I think they did like different like ingredients or something in there, adjuncts. That's the word I'm looking for, adjuncts. Whiskey barrel aged imperial stout. And you would have said, well, what was that, like 12%? 13? Something crazy. I don't think I've ever had Martin House. I think I've seen it. Aren't they the ones that do that pickle beer that everyone talks about? That little guy on the front of it or something. Yeah, I don't think we get distro Martin House around here. I don't even know. I mean, I don't think I've ever had anything from Martin House. Like I said, the only thing I know about is that pickle beer that people go crazy about. But everyone's got pickle beers. but you gotta like pickles. Apparently, that's like the best one. That one and the prairie one, the pickle monster, whatever that shit's called. It's like the Jaws thing, but it's a pickle. Sunny is 11. 13.5, damn. But Sunny is thicker. Yeah, I remember Sunny Side Up being mad fucking. I was like, holy shit. Because that first one, because I always heard about it, and then I was trying it and stuff. And first time I had it, I was like, damn, this fucking get that nice coffee. Oh, it's good. Damn. Damn it, Paul. Now I want Sunny Side Up with some eggs. Sunny is 14. 42 a 4-pack. Jesus Christ. That's insane. That's like fucking dogfish prices with the 120 and the yellow cap shit. 40 for a 4-pack. 42, damn. Everybody. And 13.5, it wasn't that thick. Was it like watered down? That's crazy. 13.5. And that's another cool thing about Pizza Boy. Their prices are really good for their. You can get like a whole case of Sunnyside if you want. They're kind of like well, I wouldn't say they're kind of like, but like Treehouse prices. Treehouse prices are pretty good for you can get a double IPA for like pretty cheap for like a 4-pack. Plus, when you go to Pizza Boy, you can get pizza, and they have a big ass fucking like draft thing where you got to pick numbers. See, I'm like, oh, I want a pour of number 42 because they got so many of them. Was hoping for a mind-blowing experience. I did not get it. It was thinned in the barrel aging process. It was a standard textbook. Oh, man, for $42 for a 4-pack, that's insane. That's expensive for a 4-pack. I'm guessing it's 16-ounce cans, Paul. So expensive 4-pack. Oh, I seen that. Which one's that one called? I seen that today.
Yeah, it's the triple dry hopped, unchecked.
Oh, that runway. Yeah.
Imagination.
Phase 3, right?
Yeah. It's good.
It looks milky. Well, I guess it's the lighting.
Yeah. Well, no, that's what it looks like.
Oh, nice.
My camera's actually working because I have most of my lights off.
Looks good.
Yeah.
I mean, how was work today? Busy?
It was pretty slow until the end of my shift. Like the last 45 minutes, I got freaking that's when everything always seems to happen.
Of course.
Yeah. So like management will call up like, oh hey, yeah, we need to, because there was a non-medical or power equipment incident that happened earlier in the day when they could have.
We're just now telling you about it now.
Yeah, we're gonna tell you about it now at the end of the shift, right when we're doing shift change, right when like all the contractors and crap are coming in, putting like new people through training and stuff. It's like, this is stupid.
Have you guys been hiring a lot of new people or no?
No, we're not hiring a lot of new people, but
Oh.
the contractors, we've got a lot of stuff going on. So they're doing a lot of building and stuff like that. So
okay.
Yeah. Put them through safety training.
That's crazy, Paul. 12-ounce cans, $42 for a 4-pack. Fucking A. And it was thin. A thin Impy Stout. That's unfortunate. Should have went with the Sunny Side Up. I got the old Trillium. Yeah, you've seen it, Congress Street. There was a good selection there today. I almost got another Hot Butcher one, but I'm just not a big Mosaic person. I think all the other 3 had Mosaic in it. I was like, Although maybe that Galaxy one that I got does have Mosaic in it, but I don't know. I'm not the biggest Mosaic fan. I almost got one that had Mosaic, but it had like Vic Secret or Sabro or something in it too. When I was like, I don't know. Same with Idaho 7. I'm not a big Idaho 7 person either. Cheers, Samantha. Good to see you. I see Miscellaneous got after it early today. I was like, shit. Him and Sammy.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
I was taking like a lunch break at work, basically eating real quick. And I saw he was live.
It's like y'all are smashed at like 1 o'clock. You'd be going to sleep at like 2. Waking up. I guess he's awake now because they're probably gonna watch UFC or something. He might even be live right now.
I only saw you. There's nothing else going on.
Yeah, he's usually dead on the weekends. Fridays and
Yeah.
Saturdays. Nobody really does anything. Tanner used to do his Rate That Beer or whatever Saturdays, but
Yeah. He hasn't done a Rate That Beer in like 2 weeks.
yeah, it's been a while. He hasn't done that. He hasn't done.
Yeah. It's like as soon as I have like plenty of beer because I haven't had time to like do some reviews and stuff. And
that's when he stops doing it.
That's when he starts doing it. It's like I have the extra beer now that I could actually up and do that stuff.
Of course. Cheers, Thomas. Yeah. Yeah, my fridge is fucking packed down here. I had to put some of my beers up in the main fridge, and then I think I got rid of like 1 or 2 because they've been sitting in the fridge in the back of this fridge forever. One was like a key lime margarita sour or something like that from Evil Genius. It's been in there for like 2 years. And like, I'm just gonna dump this shit out. Then I had some like Pilsners that were in there for like fucking 2 years or 3 years. It's like, gotta make room for the new shit. I just keep buying more shit.
I have some beers, anything that I'm gonna be kind of like saving or I don't really need to drink. I end up putting them at the bottom of the fridge. So.
All my new shit now is all in the front in the fridge. Except for maybe a few. Yeah, there's a few that are older that are, well, not older, but there's definitely some that are still pushed in the back of the fridge. Like I still have that Mortalis Tin Barn collab, that heavily fruited sour that's been in there for 3. I don't want, maybe 3. It might be 3 years now. 2, 3 years. Hopefully it's still good.
Right.
The one day when I drink it, just explodes everywhere when I open it. I'm like, God damn it. I don't know. The whole heavily fruited thing is in the past for me now. It's just like, I don't know. Yeah, well, I mean, as I bought fucking.
I got over that like 3 weeks into them.
It's just too much.
I was so psyched, I was like seeing them all. I was like, oh wow,
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, I was just like, especially reviewing them, it was just like it tells you exactly what they put in. Of course, it tastes just like the purees that they're using.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't any fun to try to figure anything out. It's just like, yeah, it's got raspberry, it's got blueberry,
it's got ice cream in there and fucking donuts and fucking candy and whatever else.
It's got lady bits in there.
Yeah, right. Plus, it's just like, I don't know, like
that'd make it more exciting.
You drink one of those, and it's like the rest of your night. If you're drinking any other style, it's just a heavy beer, and it just sits in the bottom of your. Well, at least for me, it's just like sits there because it's packed with all that fucking sugar and shit. Cheers, beer man. Yeah, this is what do we got here? What exactly is a cream ale? We're gonna find out. Early riser, barn coat. Oh, there's Genesee, the cult of Genesee cream ale.
Yeah.
I found 2 of those in the back of my fridge today, actually.
Were they still creamy?
I don't know. I haven't opened them yet. I didn't even know I had some left. They were pushed in the back of the main fridge. But so, what is a cream ale? The beer style almost defies definition. Somewhere between an ale and a lager. This strangely named easy drinking beer is one of America's earliest mass-produced types. Interesting. Today, the cream ale maintains popularity thanks to brands like Genesee, makers of the cult classic Genesee Cream Ale. There it is, Genesee Cream Ale.
Hey, is that Dan's? Is that Dan's hand?
I think it is, yeah. Dan, you're famous. Despite its name, cream ale does not contain any dairy or lactose. In other words, this ale won't taste like a milkshake IPA. Sorry, Alex. You're listening. No cream in there.
Doesn't taste like a heavily creamed coffee.
I actually had a beer, but it was by Burley Oak, and it was a cream ale, and it was called I think it was called Coffee and Cream, and that was like one of the best cream ales I've had. It was so good. But
I'll be right back.
All right. Back. Traditionally, cream ales are more closely related to lager. Yes, even with ale in the name, these beers have the clean, crispness comparative to a bottom fermenting beer. Taste-wise, the style is almost like a plumper Kolsch, sometimes using corn adjuncts to create a smooth mouthfeel. A pale, light-bodied ale, sometimes made with lager yeast, cream ales typically fall around 5% ABV. Let's see. To us, a good cream ale is the perfect balance of light, crisp, and sweet, thirst quenching, and hopefully a very dry finish. States Good Measure Brewing. I don't know where Good Measure Brewing is. And it has to steam a hot dog real well. What? And it has to steam a hot dog real well. What? In Radical Brewing, author Randy Mosher writes, some of the early brewery advertising indicates that cream ales are often a blend of stock ale with lager. The smooth mouthfeel balanced with high carbonation and low ABV makes for a very drinkable beer. Steve Johnson's 1994 classic On Tap, Guide to North American Brew Pubs, has a brief blurb referencing a new world for the styles. Johnson defines this style of beer as a pale, light-bodied ale, which is lagered at cold temperatures or mixed with lager, sometimes called a lag ale. Though an uncommonly used term today. Agel? Yeah. I'm going to butcher it. Demonstrates an amusing way to describe a perplexing style. There's a cream ale. That'll get it down in you. Cheers to you, Keith.
Is that Berkshire? What is that?
Am I reading the Bible? Yeah, I guess you could say that. No, it's Wallen Pawpack is the name of that brewery. I guess that's why it's called Pawpack. Cream ale. Created in the 1840s by American brewers to rival the popularity of European brewed lagers, cream ale's history stretches back over 100 years. In a stroke of ingenuity, those early American brewers took the essential profile of lagers and added a bit more flavor. Damn, I didn't know that. 1840s. Shit. It's an old style of beer right there.
Yeah, so those cream ales should last a while in your fridge.
I would hope so. A beer like Kickflip, Bissell Brothers Cream Ale, is one of these fun bridge beers for us. I don't think I've ever seen Kickflip by Bissell Brothers. I'd try
I don't think you were looking hard enough.
Yeah, probably not. All I see is Substance we usually get. Never really get Swoosh or Everything Gold or something like that. Those are the two hype ones. But yeah, Substance is one and some other. some other lower ones, I guess. But it rides the line between two of our core focuses. Kit Flip is an amazing journey beer that helps nudge people from lager or pilsner to experimenting with more ales. I feel like I maybe not. I was gonna say I feel like if you like lagers or pilsners, you probably like a cream ale, but maybe not. I guess it depends.
Yeah.
I mean,
Depends on who makes it too.
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Pipe
Why do
Dream
people
managed
like
to mess up cream ale.
Is Pipe Dream still in operation?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
they're still putting out shit.
What about Oh yeah, I guess they still on. What's the one that you always? Not Burlington. There was another one that used to get stouts from them, or sometimes, and they would not be good. Is it
Oh,
Burlington?
Kettlehead. I don't care for their stouts. Now Burlington has a pretty good stout and stuff like that. They have a good barrel program, barrel aged stuff. Another one that had bad stouts was
Oh, Branch and Blade.
Branch and
They
Blade.
still,
Yeah,
yeah, that's who I'm thinking of. They both start with B's. We don't get much of their stuff. I think the only time I've ever seen their stuff was just like sours or something. I think we might have got one IPA
that's
from them one time.
kind of what they're mostly known for. They do those heavily fruited sours.
Yeah. How are
Like
their
even back in the
IPAs?
day, they were doing like sour IPAs before the sour IPAs were really popular. But like I had a couple of them and I thought they were disgusting.
Cheers. Bumpy is in the dark.
Yeah.
He's de-stressing after work, so he's gotta be in the dark. He's relaxing. He's
Yeah.
woosahing up there.
I'm home alone all weekend.
Oh shit. Party.
Yeah, he's got to work though. It sucks.
Oh yeah. What are some cream
Gordon
ales to try? Good Measure Brewing, Early Riser, Vermont. Never seen that. Kickflip, they already mentioned that one. That's it? Oh. Tray Flip from Vitamin C. Wow. They got a bunch of skateboard references. Kickflip, tray flip. What about dolphin flip?
backflip.
Regular Coffee, Carton Brewing Company. I've had some stuff from Carton. They're not bad.
Wait, are these cream ales still?
Yeah, these are ones to try.
Okay, so regular coffee. So that's what Pipe Dream tried to do. They put coffee into a cream ale. It was nasty.
Oh, I bet. Well, I'd say that one that I had from Burley Oak was phenomenal. But Gusto Cream Coffee Ale, Georgetown Brewing Company, Seattle, Washington. An addition of medium roasted Gusto cream coffee beans adds another layer of complexity to a cream ale's mild smoothness. Roasted by oats and Munich malt, the cold brew coffee also adds a darker color here to create a beer as beautiful to look at as to taste. So you probably wouldn't like that if it's got cold brew coffee.
Yeah.
Are these all? Oh, regular coffee. Yeah. Well, I guess they don't make that coffee and cream one anymore, I guess, or I haven't. They should put that on their list.
We got peaches
Cream ale. Right? Spring of 20. I think we went over this. Did we go over this? I think I pulled this up. Yeah, we did. I pulled this up the other day.
Yeah, it looks familiar.
Yeah, because I think it was when you and Beer Man were hanging out with me. Whatever day that was. I don't know. Earlier this week.
That tragic day that I stayed up too late and drank too much.
Oh, that was the night. Was that Monday? I don't remember what day it was.
There was one day, I guess I fell asleep on Beer Man. Well, not on top of him, but I mean, I guess we were like hanging out. And he said that he just was talking and then he looked up at me and I had my head down and I was snoring. All I know is the next day I woke up in bed, so I don't know what happened.
I don't know how I got here, but thank God. Any beers you're looking forward to this year
This year?
or this month or coming up?
I mean, the ones that definitely that are coming out are the bourbon counties.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
look
Sure.
forward to those, but I hardly ever get them. So, uh,
Did you guys get the Waldo special yet? The Lagunitas?
no.
Mm. You guys don't really get too much Lagunitas. Well, you got the Willatize.
Yeah, I got the Willatize, but yeah, the craft beer scene of it has kind of dwindled. It's basically the Waldos. We should get that, but I
Yeah.
don't see it. The Willatize, but then basically they're grocery store beers now. It's
The Colossus, I
it's,
think.
yeah, you see the Lagunitas IPA and the Maximus one there, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, Maximus. I don't know.
Oh, and all their hazy ones they have like the little something something.
Oh yeah. Do they still make the Lagunitas Sucks one? I know you
I
said
haven't
that
seen
one.
that in a bit.
Maybe
Or the
that's
brown sugar. I haven't seen that one in a while.
I haven't had that beer in fucking years, the brown sugar one. Or something something. It's been
Yeah.
a while since I had those.
Or the Lagunitas, was it the Shutdown?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of that stuff. Like I've been seeing when I was in Total Wine last time, they had. It's weird because now they got like Abomination and shit there. They had that in F 2023 or something like that. They had that there. Who knows how long that was sitting there for?
Hmm.
Yeah, it's weird seeing sometimes they'll have those Fog series ones. Like they still had the holiday ones from Abomination, the gingerbread, and like the eggnog one. I think they did an eggnog one. They still had those sitting on the shelf.
Yeah.
In the seasonal.
I guess that would be one I'd look forward to. I mean, the last time when they have like right around Christmas, they usually do the fog releases, and I've had some
of them
pretty
are
good.
pretty good. Yeah.
Like
I
the last fog or whatever the hell it was called.
Oh yeah. I picked up another recently. I just picked up another 4-pack of that Crawling Out of the Fog from the bottle shop.
Yeah.
That's that. Well, you had that one. That's the collab with that New Jersey brewery, whatever. Two Villains.
Yeah, I think that was one I didn't really care for. I was like, it's definitely not my favorite fog.
Yeah, I remember sending one to Joe sometime last year in the fall, I think.
Yeah.
And
he liked it.
It was like 3 months out, and he said, I guess he really liked it. But it all depends. Sometimes you get bad cans and shit. Case in point, Equilibrium. Although that EQ was a collab, but two of them I had recently that had EQ in them. That I had that.
So you speak about them and they show up.
Right.
Hold on, Joe. I'm gonna go get your cousin.
What?
Joe, what are you doing?
Joe, Mike's pissed.
You should join us on panel.
I'll send you the link, Joe, if you're available. Or we were talking about Crawling Out of the Fog. How I sent because Bumpy said
the Joe link. Joey box the links.
Take that off the screen at once. He did.
We'll try this one. Is that better?
Oh, there's Mike. Yeah, there's the fan favorite. Where are those two little rascals at, anyways? These little rascals. I seen Dan was out enjoying some ales earlier today.
Was he? He's an ale boy.
Yeah. Yep. I guess he really liked the brown ale that they had there. whatever brewery is at. Joe might have been there too.
Oh yeah.
Joe, did you go out and about?
Time for some whiskey.
Joe, if you want to join, I sent it to your secret, super secret.
Oh, you sent it to
Website.
his George email because that's his real name, George.
Yeah. Well, no, this is he has another secret profile place that he goes to. Onlybeers.com
Yeah.
is his new profile.
Delabeled. Transparent labeling. See those cans. Real good.
Yeah. Get me all hot and bothered over here. What kind of
sexy can.
a lot of perspiration coming off of that thing? Oh boy. Is it creamy?
I like the ones that have been beat up a little bit. Kind of dented.
Yeah, a little age to them. Have a little respect for them.
I can come in and try to fix their crinkles.
Yep. We're here to help. Speaking of helping, we got him. We finally got him.
Baby, give me some of those dented cans all up in my area, baby.
Onlybeers.com. Joe, I think, is the number one. He has the number one profile on Onlybeers.com.
I like when they have a little slice in them and they're leaking a little beer. Oh yeah.
Joe, are you drinking on anything? You got an Anchorage Stout or something like that? You got?
But yeah, I just fucking drinking a $57 Anchorage stout here as I fucking chill. No, definitely
Joe's
not.
He's over there pounding Deal with the Devil.
Did you chug it?
Yeah, no, definitely chugged it. Fucking valves twitching. I'm struggling.
Half of it you poured down your face.
The other half went down the drain because I acted like it was. I paid $60 for this. Has got to be great. No.
Speaking of other half, I haven't got other half in a long time.
Dude, I haven't drank or reviewed other half beer in like 8-9 months.
Yeah, it's been a while.
You know what? It's almost to the point where it's somewhat intimidating when I go to the store now because they release so many beers. I'm just like, which ones do I buy? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I just they'll do the anniversary and they'll release like 12 different beers. I'm just like, come on, guys. Get it on.
I don't buy any of them because in my parts they're still selling for almost $30 a 4-pack.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's real dumb. What do they think? They're equilibrium circa fucking 2021?
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna even settle down.
Yeah, no, they are.
Well, they haven't quite got the oxidization thing down yet.
Let's hope that they don't. Like that Kettlehead triple, dude. That thing was.
Yeah.
That was very disappointing. I have to grab another one to review because that's. I haven't seen any of you guys have any issues with the Kettlehead.
Yeah, that was strange. But that's the thing too. Like, I've had oxidized spyglass.
Oh yeah,
which had never had
me
issues
too.
with spyglass. Now all of a
yeah,
sudden,
me too.
It's like they get too big and then they just
the quality control dips. It really does. Yeah. I mean, it's like anything else in life, right? Like if you do like small batch stuff, you have a better grasp on everything. You can, you have a couple people looking at everything. Once you ramp up production, who knows? You know what I mean? And you see it with a lot. I mean, I know a lot of people who had issues with Trillium stuff when they ramped up for a while there, where they were getting like just off cans and everything. And like you said, paying $30 a 4-pack, it's not going to fly, man. Not when I have local breweries doing it for fucking $10 to $12 cheaper. Not going to do it.
Well, I don't know if you've seen earlier though, Joe. Paul got a stout and he paid $42 for a 4-pack of 12-ounce cans.
I just threw up out of my ass. What is that? $42 a 4-pack. It better have been like a 15% like barrel aged imperial stout or some shit.
Nope, it's only 13.5.
Okay, I was close.
He was either going to buy that or a Sunny Side Up from Pizza Boy, and he went with that. And he said he was very disappointed. He made the wrong choice.
Sunny Side Up's great. That's a great beer.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's so good. And he said almost picked up some more Sunny Side Up yesterday. We got a 4-pack. Or got 4 cans from Martin House.
Martin House is out of Texas, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're the ones that
They
that.
do all the weird shit. Like they did like a Frank's Red Hot beer and the pickle beers and all that shit,
yeah.
right?
The pickle
macaroni
sour.
and cheese or something. I think.
I've had the pickle sour. That's actually really good.
I like pickle sours, but I mean, so you got to like pickles, right? I mean, that comes down to it.
Yeah.
I like the spicy ones because they all like they're more drinkable. Like they, it's like the spicy pickle. I've had a couple of those. They're really good.
That's the one from Prairie, right?
I had the spicy pickle monster. I think it's called.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's Prairie.
I had one locally here too. I forget the brewery, but it was good.
K2 Brewing.
Yeah, K2. That was the one. That was good.
You're welcome.
That's a shame that you remember that.
That was the first pickle beer I ever had. Was a K2.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah,
it was real good. It had like they said they used their own brine.
New York deli.
Yeah, they said they used their own brine, and you could get like garlic and stuff. It was kind of wild. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, Paul
I don't know about sessioning that though.
He was hoping for a mind-blowing experience. I would hope so for $42 for 12-ounce cans. I did not get it. It was thinned in the barrel aging process. It was a standard textbook MP stout.
I love Paul, but like we all have our certain quirks, and I never trust Paul when it comes to the body of a beer because everything's thin to him, especially barrel aged stouts or stouts in general. I've never heard him be like, "Oh, this is actually thicker than I anticipated." So it's a bit thin. It's a bit thin.
It's a little bit thin.
Oh yeah,
you could have melted marshmallow in his glass and be like, "This is thin."
Dude, Dan shared the Media Noche from Weldworks. We reviewed it on the FLX channel like last year. And dude, I shit you not, when I drank that beer, it was like drinking a smoothie sour, but it was an imperial stout, like the body, right? Like it was like thick, smoothie-esque. It was like almost like chunky. It was crazy, right? Paul drinks it and he's like, it's medium sire, it's higher side of medium body. I'm like, excuse me, what now? What now? It was fucking like I was drinking syrup. Like what I don't know, like yeah, his palate is definitely different. And Beer Man is right. I remember seeing, I forget who it was, Hops and Brews. Yeah, Hops and Brews drank the mustard beer, and I from that Martin House, and it was a fucking mustard beer.
They're coming up with all kinds of shit out there now.
They got everything.
I made a popcorn beer.
Is that because it was it did a bunch of diacetyl? Is that what's going on? You're like, oh, I guess this is the flavored popcorn beer.
Popcorn IPAs, come and get them.
It was the one and only Kolsch I ever made, and I put Sriracha Ace in it.
Yeah,
which that smells like pickles when you brew it.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, and then it got like wicked lemony because that's kind of what I was shooting for, like a lemon type thing, and so it was like lemon. It was like lemon flavored buttery popcorn was the final outcome.
You should just be like, baby, that's my lemon pepper. That's my lemon pepper buttery popcorn beer, baby. That's what that is.
It was drinkable, but it was like because I didn't do the cold crash quite right. But this Kolsch is you kind of like drop in temperature just like you're doing a lager.
At least it makes sense for a style like that. Like if I'm gonna get that buttery flavor, I'd want it in something that's kind of like, light. Whether it's a Kolsch or like an adjunct lager or just like a regular lager, at least it makes sense. Hi, Keith.
Joe, do you get Trillium distro to your place?
Yeah, okay. Once in a while we get drops of their stuff. Yeah.
We just got a decent sized drop.
Usually when you say that, we get a drop like the next week. I think our distro's like just behind yours. So like you'll be like, I got a drop, and then like I'll go into the store this weekend, Wednesday, and they'll be like, oh yeah, we got fucking 7 different Trillium beers. Okay.
Yeah, maybe I didn't get the last 4-pack, but I think there wasn't much left of that Galaxy one from Hot Butcher. They had that one. All the other ones all had Mosaic in it. So I'm not a big Mosaic person, but I forgot which they were. One was like something fingers or something like that, I think.
Yeah, Mosaic is weird. I like when you get like the dank berry thing, but like it's depending on where Mosaic is from, what type of Mosaic they're using, whether it's cryo or this or just the fucking regular pellets and whatnot, you get all kinds of different stuff. I feel like I don't like Mosaic as like a single hop beer. Like when you're just like, oh, this is Mosaic beer. I don't like it as much as when it's like, in combination with where they're like a part of the hop bill instead of just the hop bill.
Oh, so this is what we got. Let me see if I can blow myself up here. Yeah, that's the Hot Butcher we got.
Yeah,
Only
appar-
or something.
well, let's see. I've had all of those except for the Banger because that's the newest release. Grid's good. That's the pale ale, right? It's like
Yeah.
6% pale ale. The Jules is like one of the first beers I ever had from Hot Butcher, and that's pretty tasty.
Really?
Jardinera is also good. That only interested in bangers. It sounds awesome, right? That has Sabro in it, right?
Let me
Yeah,
show you the,
almost
let me show
got
you the
that.
Hot Butcher.
It's supposed to be good.
I think it had
Here's the
more
Hot Butcher that we have.
Zero. Oh, so you're swimming in it then, right? Is that what you're saying? Or no, it sells out instantly. You can't get it. It flies off the shelf. Fucking Joe Senegali from Jow's Arcade gave me shit because like in that Galaxy Bowl review, I'm like, oh, at the beginning I was like, this is one of the beers on my beer bucket list because if you look on Untapped at the highest, most checked in beers from Hot Butcher, I've had 18 of 20, and this is one of the 2 that I haven't had. He's like, Joe, you flexing on here saying you've had that many Hot Butcher? I'm like, no, I'm not trying to flex. I'm just telling you facts. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I seen that in the comments.
Yeah,
He
dude,
said
I was.
something like, you can't put Flex and Untapped or something. Insane.
Yeah, I was dying. I'm like, that's not how I meant it. And then I was talking to another viewer about it, and I was like, yeah, I actually have to look. I've had 151 different Hot Butcher beers. I'm like, he's like, I didn't even know they brewed that many. I'm like, you know what? I didn't know that either, like at all. Like they just pump out so much fucking beer. It's kind of insane. But that goes for how many different beers do you think other half has pumped out? Probably 500 plus at this point.
Oh, most definitely.
You probably are, Keith. I would
He's
assume.
the most sensible, yeah, possibly. I found it being hit. Oh, you're talking about the Mosaic, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, that and Idaho 7.
Idaho 7's a weird one. Fucking Adam Mercy Beers, get him over.
Oh, he loves.
Yeah, he'll fight every single one of us over that. don't disparage the fucking Idaho 7 ever.
Do you ever feel like you're in a beer bubble at times?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I think so.
Most craft beer drinkers are in a beer bubble, honestly.
And please don't mention the other bubble, which rhymes with bum.
Oh boy.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, Pete. Not that one.
Well, why hasn't Beer Man hopped on? He just wants to drop knowledge about Mosaic.
I put the link out.
Beer Man's on strike.
It's just like, I'm going to be in the comment section and just tell you guys about every single hop you mentioned, not hopping on the show.
What am I going to go next? Joe, should I go for that live oak Hefeweizen?
You motherfucker. Yeah, do it. When's the last time you drank a Hefeweizen?
Oh, it's been fucking months.
Yeah, months. It's been years.
Maybe a year or 2.
Yeah, bust it out, man. I'd be curious to see what you think. That is widely regarded as the best American brewed Hefeweizen. Has been for like 15 years, or let's say 10, at least 10 years, but more in like the 10 to 15 year realm. I put it this way: in Beer Advocate, when I first started like looking at shit, Beer Advocate, that was like one of the top 250 best beers, like going back to early 2010s. Yeah.
Yeah, they had that. They had the Weizenbach or whatever,
Really?
and then they had something else. Yeah.
Jesus, that's crazy.
Surprising Bach.
They all get 3.5 ratings on Untapped because they're on.
Oh, I'm sure they do. None of them probably hit 4. It's just how it works. Like that Hefeweizen review I posted today. Yeah, that's a nice log. It's a nice cheap log. What do you buy a 12-pack of that, Bumpy? Is that what you purchased?
Yeah, it was a 12
18?
mix.
16, 18, $17. What is it?
You don't even let me finish my sentence.
I'm sorry. Sorry, just getting excited about
it was a 12 mixer.
Mixer.
Yeah, so $16.99.
That's not bad at all. What else came in there?
The Little Wolf, which I don't care for that pale ale.
Okay.
Madonna, which is a double IPA, and
Conehead.
What the hell it is?
Yeah. I figured Conehead would be in there. That's like their flagship IPA, right?
But yeah, I think that the Green State Lager is the best out of the whole pack. But I got it because Alex and BJ did a Conehead review
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. That was. I didn't check out the video, but I saw that they were streaming the one night. It came up on my feed. No, I think it's a solid view for what it is. It's like not gonna blow you away or anything. Yeah, it's
No.
fine.
I mean, I do wish it was like more on the $14 range. That'd make me happier.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
agree. So how you
That's
doing?
what, that's what things used to be, you know.
Yeah. How you doing? You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
It's good to hear.
I seem to wake up every day, so
That is a
Well, I'll
plus.
tell you this much, Joe. I'm probably not going to. It's gonna be. It's packaged. It was packaged on October 4th of 2023.
They're sending you freshies, huh? Real fresh. Fucking. What the hell? Over 6 months old, huh?
People, I guess,
Jesus.
people weren't buying it.
That's
So
insane.
we'll see. We'll see.
It's a Hefeweizen. It should be fine. Like I don't anticipate you drinking it being like, if this was 2 months old, it would have been way better. I doubt it, unless it's been like fucking sitting in like, warm weather in Texas for like 4 months or something. You know what I mean? In a warm, 90-degree warehouse, just hanging out.
I'm already at a 3.1 on Untapped for me. So,
That high?
Sitting out on a cargo ship out in the ocean,
It's just hanging out.
just hanging out there, picking up all the salty seawater.
Oh, maybe the
I
little
mean,
little
it looks
salinity
dark
in
on
there.
camera, but it's definitely more of like a lemony, like a hay color for sure.
Looks like a
Lemon-
Vermont IPA.
lemon.
Yeah.
That looks like the Green State Lager on my looking at it. Like just a hazy version of that, basically. Yeah.
There's
It's
that
from
banana.
Vermont.
That's like maybe that's a Vermont IPA is what that is.
Bubble gum.
Yeah.
Which is obviously
Everything in
banana.
Vermont hazy, including
Bubble gum or
banana.
banana typically. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit of spiciness, baby. A little bit of
A
clove
little
and
bit.
coriander.
Yeah, a little bit of spicy.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Have you had
More
phase
bubble gum.
3, Joe?
I have not. We do get some of their stuff occasionally. You're starting to get it?
yeah, we just started getting it last week.
Joe gets everything.
Yeah, which apparently not Live Oak or Modest Man or any of these places.
I don't get shit. Yeah, I think they just came to Virginia like sometime obviously last year. I think last summer. And yeah, we started getting Live Oak, but obviously it's been sitting for a while. People aren't picking it up. But
They must be getting some decent distro because it's a couple of people that I'm friends with on Tap that aren't in Texas also have been drinking it. And I think like one guy's in Colorado and somebody else was somewhere else in the Midwest. And I assume they didn't distro outside of Texas. So maybe they
I
opened
had the
up.
opportunity to pick up Live Oak when I was in
Wow.
Texas,
Mhm.
but then I looked at the canned on date, and I was like, hell no.
Yeah,
Some of those stores down in Texas are horrible.
I'd imagine a lot of people aren't buying Hefeweizens in Texas in general.
which, I mean, this is good. I'm not gonna lie. you get a lot of that nice bubble gum, a little bit of that banana, a little bit of that spiciness on the back end. It's very crisp and clean and refreshing. That's only 5.3. Welcome in, beer man. Cheers to you.
Oh shit! It's the
Oh.
beer man.
Oh, you woke up Santa from his slumber.
He got up and said, "You will not disparage the mosaic hop. You will not do it."
Yeah. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, dude. How are you?
I'm okay. I was eating.
There you go. What'd you have to eat?
These things that look like taquitos, but they're bigger.
Burritos?
They have a lot of meat and cheese in them and stuff. They're good.
Super
Sounds
taquitos.
good.
They're gonna give me a heart attack one day, so I gotta be careful.
Nice, dude.
Put them in the air fryer, so we're good to go.
Oh,
Fuck yeah, the air fryer is where it's at, bro.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
Such a good thing.
So much faster.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
for sure. Put some you get soggy fries from like a restaurant or something. If you like order out or something and just throw those bitches in the air fryer and crisp them back up again.
100%, dude. Or like leftover like chicken
Oh,
nuggets,
really?
tenders, anything like that. It's great.
Pizza.
Yeah. Actually warmed up some pizza tonight in the good old air
Fuck
fryer.
I air
Cool.
fried some chicken tenders tonight.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
I
those
would
are
s-
good. The chickens.
I'd say- I'd say food wise or like gadgets, that's like one of the best like food inventions probably in, like the last 25 years. Like in terms of just like how easy it is to use, how convenient it is. You don't break the bank to get one. Like it's a pretty cool invention.
The good thing too was that so I'm eating my chicken tenders and they're already pre-cooked. You know, it's those ones that you buy with bread and all that stuff. But yeah, I bit into one and it was like super cold in the middle. So I just threw them all back into the air fryer. Started it back up again. Another 3 minutes. They're nice and hot.
Cheers,
what-
Rod.
What's cool is you don't have to warm up a huge fucking oven, waste money, waste time.
Oh,
That's the
yeah.
best part about it.
Yeah, it's not all greasy too, nasty.
Oh yeah, I like to make like wings, like raw wings in there, and then make them into like normal wings, and you don't have to worry about using oil in there. You fucking none of that stuff. And
Well, it's better if you do put if you rub some oil on them.
it's good for
Oh,
for the
really?
skin.
Oh,
Crispier. Yeah, the skin gets
Put some
So-
Crisco on there.
So what I do is I kind of like air dry them in the fridge where it just zaps all the moisture, so you get the same result without needing to put that oil. But if you can't or don't have time for it, the oil works for sure. I've tried many different methods of wings. I like my wings, baby, the delicious. And I've tried a bunch of different ways, like even putting like a little bit of cornstarch on them, a little bit of flour, this and that, and I don't know. I just like the naked wings, baby. Naked wing.
He is a big fan of buffalo wings.
God, they don't call buffalo. Fuck you and your Philly cheesesteaks.
Cheesesteaks, yeah.
It's Philly cheesesteaks. That's what I try to explain to them. When,
go for buffalo wings.
dude, it's like you come into Buffalo and you ask for buffalo wings, and you'll be like, "Yeah, what do you want? Hot, medium, mild?" I just want buffalo wings. No, what do you want? Hot, medium, mild? There's no fucking buffalo wings. Pretty sure.
Yeah,
if you
whenever.
went-
Yeah, I don't know anyone that really says buffalo wings. To be honest with you, I mean,
yeah,
like, oh,
Some
you
hot
want
wings
to get
usually.
wings, or you
yeah,
want to get buffalo.
hot wings makes sense because you're saying you don't want flavorless wings. You want wings that are hot, and typically that means yes, we're going to put them in some kind of hot sauce, typically Frank's, and maybe some butter, and that's
Well,
that's
they
it.
say buffalo wings on the package there, Joe. And
Yeah, well, whatever companies say that are fucking wrong. Okay,
these are at the grocery store. I always look for the buffalo
Yeah.
wings. They got the
Jesus
spicy, they got the buffalo.
Jesus Christ,
They never put enough buffalo sauce on it. In my life.
they call buffalo
Trash.
wings, but there's no. What do they fucking just give you barbecue sauce? They're confused.
No, they have buffalo sauce on it, but it's not enough for my liking. It's like, they used to be great at it. They used to be dunked in fucking hot sauce, but now it's just like, what are you doing?
Making a buffalo sauce is the easiest thing, though. It's fucking you take Frank's Red Hot and you melt butter into it. The more butter, the hotter, the less hot it becomes. That's it. That's like you could throw other stuff. You can like maybe a little bit of garlic, like freshly minced
Right.
garlic. You could
Mince up
throw
some chili peppers.
yeah, some you could do like alterations to it, but like for the most part, it's just Frank's Red Hot and butter. That's all it is.
oh.
Beer man, what are you drinking on there?
What if you put Sweaty Beaver in there?
Oh, just my normal shit.
Tastes like raspberry, I think. Oh, not the gland.
or George?
No,
Yeah.
the hot sauce called Sweaty Beaver.
Oh, this is that an actual thing?
Poor George.
There you go.
Beer.
Dude, they have buffalo wings in North Carolina when I lived in the mountains there.
Mhm.
They had this place called Caribbean Cafe, and the chef guy had a recipe of he like do dollar wings on Mondays,
Mhm.
and they had like 5 or 6 different sauces that they would like mix them all in. Like they had a Thai one, I think they had like barbecue, they had like your regular buffalo, they had some other like sweet and sour ones that were really good. Man, those were delicious, dude. Those
Yeah.
are fucking good.
No, do
Stop.
you prefer
Dollar
blue
wings
cheese or
on Mondays,
ranch?
that was awesome, dude.
Ranch. I hate blue
Holy
cheese.
shit, help me.
I
Yeah,
like
I
blue
love-
cheese, but
Ranch.
ranch is shit.
Not allowed to come here. It's over. The dream is dead.
The Rocky Ranch is good, man. That's
No,
the
the
I
The
love
fun-
ranch, dude.
Funny thing is, people in Buffalo, they'll be, it's blue cheese or nothing, right? But like the reality is, it's fucking whatever you want. Like I'll never sit there and tell somebody you got to eat it with blue cheese. No, you like blue cheese, eat it with blue cheese. You like ranch, eat it with
Or you
ranch.
don't have to eat it with anything.
Oh,
You
I
can just
like
eat it
blue
with
That's-
cheese on wings.
Yeah,
Not
blue-
cheese for anything, sorry.
But there's only
Or-
certain like there's only
cheese
certain blue
sauce.
cheese that like is good. Like there's some really shitty blue cheese out there dressings,
Yeah.
real bad.
What about honey mustard sauce?
I like me some honey mustard.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah, I like that.
Or do like the what is it, like the Carolina Gold where you do the barbecue and honey mustard? You ever have that before?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
interesting.
Carolina sauces to be have mustard.
Yeah, it's like a mustard barbecue kind of
It's
blend.
like a
Those are
vinegar
real
based
good on
sauce.
wings.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
My favorite
That's-
wings.
Is Carolina barbecue. They got
My
that-
favorite
that-
wings come from my
Yeah.
turkey.
I like turkey wings, baby. That's what I like. They're huge.
But I'm more of like a vinegar based person. Like I obviously like the barbecue that has like the sauce on it, but like a pulled pork, like the Carolina like pulled pork sandwich with like just like that vinegar based. Like it's so good. Get some hush puppies with it and shit. It's
I'm
so good.
fat. I like all barbecue mostly.
I mean, I love all barbecue, but
Mhm.
style wise, that's why.
Yeah, it's the only thing I can't with the Carolina barbecue is when they have coleslaw and it's the vinegar based. I'm not a fan as much as
I'm not a big
mayo based.
coleslaw person. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like me some
Yeah.
cold, crispy ass slaw.
Yeah, I'm definitely a mayo based coleslaw.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Still have dreams
I don't-
about your brisket, Bumpy. Just want to say that. I have dreams about it. Hot, sweaty dreams.
Sorry.
Hot, sweaty, greasy dreams.
You wake up with gas.
Wake up.
Oh.
I'm sweating. No, it's just grease. That's all it is.
I'll give this beer if I had to rate it on tap.
Why do I smell like my house is on fire?
What is that, Josh?
This is a live oak Hefeweizen.
God damn it.
Came back in
Oh, nice. dude.
October of last year.
Whoa.
Now, because it's not one of like 6 styles that's highly rated on Untapped, Josh, you said for those styles it starts at a 4 and goes down. Isn't that how that works?
Oh,
You know,
yeah, if I would,
Hefeweizen.
I'm gonna look this beer up right now on Untappd and see what I bet you. I guarantee.
let me guess. It's a 393. It's under
Ooh,
a
that's
4,
pretty
100%.
On
That might
tap.
be pretty high. Let's see.
Yeah, that might be. It might be like more than like the 3.8s. Yeah, you know what? I might have went too high on that. A 3.86.
Oh, you were close. 3.83.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! A 3.83.
Well, the best Hefeweizen is like that. I mean, unless it's an American.
Somebody-
Hefeweizen, like that.
Look at somebody's comment. Slightly
Yeah.
better than Blue Moon.
Holy shit!
Oh, man.
All right. All right. I think there should be bots on there just automatically delete check-ins when people say stuff like
Well,
that.
for one thing, the Blue Moon is not a Hefeweizen.
It's a vit beer.
No.
It's not even really
Well,
like a true vit beer either.
So that person said that at least 4 times. There was 4 posts from that person on Untappd that said the same exact thing. Slightly better. 1,
They probably didn't know that they posted and they kept doing it because it wasn't.
2,
Yeah,
Great.
Untap went down today for like
4.
4 or 5 hours.
because of Blue Moon.
Because of that guy's comment. He's the blame.
Another person's comment says, "Sorry, I think I'm going off of Hefs." With a sad face.
What the fuck does that even mean?
I have no idea. They just
I'm
that
sorry, I'm
was-
going off of
It's the wrong one, man. Jesus.
I guess it was that bad that they're not going to drink Hefeweizens anymore.
Rest in peace, Hugh Hefner.
What's live? I'm gonna see what Live Oak's actual
I was hoping you would run into that.
3.74 is what the brewery gets on
Okay.
tap.
Yeah, because they do all like old world fucking styles. For the most
Uh-huh.
part. I was just waiting for you to read a comment that says something like, "I don't like wheat beers," and then gave it like a 0.5 out of 5.
Slightly better than Blue Moon.
Jesus.
Wow, that's not really a good.
Bananas and cloves are disgusting.
Yeah. I don't like German yeast strains. What the fuck you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Oh, somebody, Big Bark Amber Lager. Somebody says, why don't people rate this beer higher? It's a crushable beer that is fit for any palate. Just because it's not over 6% doesn't mean it doesn't deserve a higher rating. That's it. Amber Lager from them. What do they get? That gets a 3.6 on Untapped.
It's a fuck. It's an amber lager. Everybody on there is like, is it hazy? No. Is it a pastry stout? No. Is it a heavily fruited sour? No. Is it barrel aged beer? No. Is it a fucking
exactly.
a lambic that I got to kill 3 people to try 4 ounces of? No. Okay, then it's under a 4, guaranteed.
Wow, their Baltic Porter gets a 3.91 out of a 114 total check-ins and 104 unique check-ins.
What's the ABV on it?
7.2.
Starting to get a little bigger.
Yeah.
I like Untapped to keep track of stuff and see what my friends are drinking, but like I never go to that app ever to like research anything in terms of like what people think about anything, because it's if there's it's a hazy IPA, it's over like 7%. If it's from a hype brewery or like a well-known brewery, it's like a 4 or higher every time.
Mm-hmm.
It's just how it is. So like I never take the ratings in consideration. The only ratings I take in consideration are my friends who like have a similar palate to me, or I know they drink good beer and have an idea what's going on. Huh?
You have friends, Joe?
Not many.
Jesus.
Bum, 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 bum.
I have acquaintances.
They always dog log. Like
there's
Joe
people that I met.
There's people that I kind of associate with, but not all the way.
They all look like they fell from my family tree. Face first.
God damn it.
Like there's a Instagram page called Pilsnerish, and they always show like these crazy like Untapped like scores that people give.
Yeah.
And,
I don't like lagers. Checks at a Pilsner. Okay.
So here's one from they just posted. It's from 13 West Brewing, which I don't think I've heard of them. Pure collaboration. Supposed to be a sour IPA. It is certainly sour. Can't distinguish where the IPA comes in. Tastes like there may be Brett hops to give it the sour flavor. My buddy, in parentheses, not a big beer drinker, raves about this. I can't be honest with him. He was too excited. 2.5. They gave it a 2.5.
Now,
damn, that's kind of low.
Yeah.
But that's pretty good. Like something that's not a beer drinker to like a beer that much.
Did the guy literally say Brett hops as a Brettanomyces?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Brett hop?
He said Brett hops. That's hilarious. That's somebody who's trying to like act like they know what they're talking about. Completely nowhere in the realm. Fucking.
Oh, here's another one from 13 West. 12 Carat. They gave it a 5 actually. Usually not the biggest IPA fan. Parentheses. Hops are gross. Ew. But this IPA really hits.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Maybe it's a pale ale, and they took out the India, and it says golden ale, and they gave it a 5 out of 5.
That is great. Hops are gross. Ew. I hate to break it to that guy, but
Look at that dude. He's killing it.
Is that you, Josh?
What is he doing?
I don't know.
Josh.
He's smoking it?
Took a big rip out of his vape there.
What's this one? This beer is called Overall the Sexiest Bullshit Arizona Wilderness. Wow, they give this. I don't know if you go that low in a score. It's a bit thin, missing something. Probably a pair of balls. 0.75. A New England Hazy IPA.
Wilderness has good beers too, man.
There was a female that posted that.
I've heard good things about Arizona Wilderness. Yeah.
I've been there.
Oh, did you? You actually went to the brewery?
I was down at my dad's
You've been in the Arizona Wilderness.
No, it was hot as fuck there. They had
The
mist.
Wile E. Coyote.
Oh, dude.
Arizona Wilderness is a great, yeah. And I think I've had one or two beers from them. They do good shit.
Yeah, their sour game is pretty good. Their IPA game is good.
What's the
Yeah,
other
good
brewery?
stuff. I mean, their tacos are fucking
No
good.
ball.
Their fish tacos. Oh my god.
Look at
I
this
love
one.
fish tacos.
Look at, so it's called Dirty Hot Water. There's another super duper fly. Pretty good up front, but a cummy aftertaste. 3.5. They
I
give it a
don't even
3.5.
I don't even want to know how he knows that. That's his
Jeez.
own personal
That one has balls then.
yeah. A cummy aftertaste. All right, well I got two new quotes I can use in reviews going forward. The hops are gross. Ew. That is one. And then this
The
beer has a
Brett Hop.
cummy aftertaste. Let's get careful.
And the Brett hops. Can't forget the
No.
Brett hops.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. Drinking like a fucking funky beer. This has bread hops in it, definitely. Britannomyces hops. I know it.
Brett the Hitman hops.
Put myself in the sharp
Oh,
shooter.
this one's pretty good. So from Antique Alley Amber Ale, Three Sons Brewing Red Ale, they gave it a 5. Just went to the bathroom, found out I have fat guy sweat under my man boots. Not good. What is good? This beer.
Wait, he said he found out that he had sweat underneath his fucking man boobs?
He said,
Oh,
found
okay.
out I have fat guy sweat under my man boobs.
What the hell is fat guy sweat? How's that different than regular sweat?
I have no idea.
I don't know what the
Not good, but you know what else is good? Beer.
Maybe it smells like sausage or something, like porky.
I don't know. I'm fat and mine doesn't smell like
Oh,
sausage. I wish it
coagulated.
did. That'd be great. If just my sweat smelled like sausage, I'd work myself up all the time.
That would
Maybe
be
that's why
fun.
you keep. Maybe that's why you keep dreaming about my brisket.
That's right. That's right.
You're just sweating.
I'm just sweating. I'm waking up and smelling it. Oh god.
Here's one. Space
God damn.
Candy, Block
There's some
15
balls
Brewing,
under that
American IPA. Very Pilsnery, but decent. 3.5.
Excuse me. What did he say?
Very Pilsnery, but decent. It's an American IPA.
Or yeah, the other thing that I could picture somebody like that checking is it's hoppy, and that's it. That's the whole shit. It's hoppy. See that a lot of times with fucking IPAs. It's hoppy. What the fuck does that mean? Yeah, it has a lot of hops in it. Great.
Yeah, some of that.
I hope my wife she don't like hops.
Yeah, a
There's
lot
not-
Is this No Hypes? Is that a picture of No Hypes?
basically. Not right now though. Not with his current last reviews for like the last
I
month.
heard about that. Yeah. So this post says, has anyone ever dealt with getting a beer collection valued, whether it was for insurance purposes or an ex trying to get half its value? No real secondary bottles, just tons of old shelfies that I would think are almost worthless these days, i.e. brewery, rare barrel, other half, plan B, etc. Asking for a friend. Updated, pic shown is most of the collection in question.
Interesting. Is his wife trying to make him sell it so she gets half of it? It's probably
Yes.
worth dog shit. The other
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
the other brewery down in the southwest is from New Mexico, La Cumbre. Their elevated IPA. I've always wanted to try that.
The Cooper is good.
Yeah. I was trying to think because when you said Arizona Wilderness, I was like, what other southwest? Because they're out of New Mexico, and I was like, I wasn't sure if they were New Mexico or
The
Arizona.
land of entrapment, Albuquerque. I lived there for 6 months.
Yeah.
Did you go to the Breaking Bad house? Check it out.
No, I didn't even know back. I mean, this is a while back. Shit, that was like
Did you see Jesse there?
24 years ago.
We see you everywhere, Jesse.
I
This
almost
one
got
doesn't
bumped
make
in
any
the head
sense.
by
Stop
some
looking at my
cholos.
windows.
Them cholos threw a 40-ounce bottle at me, almost hit me in the head when I was walking on
Holy
the
shit.
sidewalk.
What kind of
They're all
40-ounce
nasty.
bottle? What brand?
It was an oldie.
Oh, an oldie.
And what?
I looked at the
Ew.
label. Yeah. It like smashed right in front of me, man. Like
I haven't had an old D in forever.
that's what I used to drink a lot, man.
What about Colt 45s?
Never really had that. I don't think
Ice House?
that kind of cool. Ice House, yeah. Ice House and what else?
Super Reserve.
Mickey's.
Mickey's, yeah.
Yeah, Mickey's was.
I like
yeah,
the
Miller Lite. Coors Light, actually. I like Coors Light.
Mickey.
I like that Mickey says the
Yeah,
grenade
Timberland.
bottles.
Yeah, I like the. I like the
I've
grenade
never
bottle.
had Mickey's.
Oh, you never had me? Oh, they don't have Mickey's up there, do they?
No.
You
Rolling
get
Rock.
you get Minnie, right? Not Mickey.
Yeah. I get minis.
Minnie.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Here's one for you. Escape the Pina Colada Blonde, Unsung Brewing Company, Blondale. 2.75. Smooth coconut, but overpowers the coconut.
What the fuck?
What?
It's like a double negative.
did he? Yeah, I feel like he meant to say, but overpowers the pineapple. Or
I
he
think
just fucked it. Smooth pineapple, but overpowers smooth the coconut, but overpowers the coconut. Okay.
this one's from Carton Brewing. Plain. There's the Blondale. 4.25. Warm, yummy piss.
Oh god. And gummy.
And they gave it a 4.25.
Holy shit!
A warm, yummy.
Holy shit!
People are fucking nuts over there. Telling you. Warm, yummy piss.
Where are you finding these, man?
So there's an Instagram page called Pilsnerish,
Oh,
and they post to like random shit from like Untapped and whatever else in the.
yeah.
Oh god. So from St. Arnold Brewing Company, barley wine aged in bourbon barrels. They give it a 3. I rushed to the pee-filled bathroom, hand covered over mouth. The rich Bailey aroma is like a floodgate erupting from my mouth. The toilet bowl cries in anguish as a cascade of delicious, aged dark crystal special malts protrude from my lips. The beer good.
That guy put in some work on that checking. Did you seriously review Chuck E. Cheese pizza? Holy shit! I didn't even know that was a thing. They actually have Chuck E. Cheese pizza.
Chuck
What
E.
the
Cheese
fuck?
frozen pizzas. You're better off just going to Chuck E. Cheese though.
Did
You're
you
gonna-
eat the whole fucking thing?
Yeah. Well, I got one coming up where I'm really questioning whether I should keep
Twisted.
doing that
I've
or not.
already-
No, I would highly recommend. Probably not, especially if it's just like average or below average, like a lot of frozen pizza.
Well, no, I mean like there's some like I have a pizza that's 2.5 pounds coming up.
Yeah, that's
Mm.
fucking ridiculous.
And
Oh,
and when so I'm just kind of basically like, dude, I'm gonna kill myself because my heart's gonna explode.
yeah, you can't be fucking eating 2.5 pounds of frozen pizza at once.
David.
Ill advised.
Uh,
I saw the what was it, the fucking one you did before that, the Red Baron like chicken barbecue one you didn't even finish.
that was nasty. Yeah, I couldn't
Yeah.
finish that. It was gross.
Didn't look great. Like it didn't sound great.
I started
seem-
thinking because I actually thermometered the chicken. I'm like, okay, some of it was seeming like it was, but then I hit other pieces and it was like way low. I'm just like, I don't even know if this is like cooked chicken or not.
you know what? I'll tell you what, Jesse. I've only had a couple like frozen pizzas with chicken before, and every time I've had them, they taste raw, or the texture feels raw, but it's not. It's almost like it's not real chicken, even though it technically probably is.
Yeah.
I will never buy chicken on like frozen pizzas ever again.
Well, I'm not
It's
a
fucking
chicken-
disgusting.
I'm not a chicken, like I don't like chicken on pizza, period. So
Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
Buffalo chicken, is it, Josh?
Well,
Buffalo
yeah,
chicken?
that too. But barbecue chicken pizza. Oh my
I
god!
like barbecue chicken.
With some like
pizza. That's
onion, like red
good.
onions and stuff on there.
See, I like it when it's real, but it's just fast food type. They always seem like the chicken is that fake fucking gummy chicken. It's disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, I got that the California Pizza Kitchen one, the frozen one. That one's not bad. Whatever that chicken one is.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pour a little whiskey and then I gotta go to bed.
Here's a good one. This is from Joe's. Isn't Sycamore from your neck of the woods, Joe? Right?
Fuck no. I think they're in like Carolina.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So this is a 2.50. They did it super fruity. Was okay. ... Says brewed and canned in Charlotte, NC, but the app says New England. Fucking liars. Pick a place and
It's a New England. Is it a New England IPA?
it's a New England IPA. And says was bought in local brewery section of Total Wine.
Oh,
Yet it's
shit.
apparently it's not local. Meager offering into hazy fruity IPA.
Listen,
Pick a spot. Is it New England or is it brewed in North Carolina? Jesus Christ.
I don't understand how like their reading comprehension has to be almost nil. Like, how do you not look on the fucking can and see Sycamore Brewing Company, fucking Charlotte, North Carolina, and think that it's fucking in New England? I don't understand.
'Cause it
don't
says New
understand.
England IPA,
Yeah, I
guess.
know, but that just means they're just not like fucking unbelievable people, dude. Jesus Christ.
Or unless they're just messing around on tap. How can you be that? I mean,
Dude, I don't know. There's some people out there. Let's just say that.
it's not local. It says New England.
Yeah, it's not local.
How dare you? I'm returning these 3 other cans that I bought.
Unbelievable, dude.
You imagine that person coming back into your place of work, like if you work for that Total Wine, like, oh, sir, why are you returning these? Well, it says it's local, but it's really not. It says New England. Pick a spot.
Yeah.
Style, right?
Wouldn't that be like if it said like German Hefeweizen on the fucking thing and it was local? You would be like, what? Pick
How
up, pick
dare
it.
you.
Is this from Germany or is this from fucking NC? I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's got to be a joke. I feel like somebody's not that stupid. Not to,
No.
I don't know. It's like
People are dumb. A lot
yeah.
of dumb people.
People are dumb.
I have met so many people. They just I'm baffled. I'm just like, oh my god. It's like I'm an idiot. Like I'm not that intelligent. And like, holy shit, some people like really.
I think it's the combination of some people not being intelligent about stuff like that, but also not caring and just like seeing the first thing. They're looking at the can, so they see New England IPA, and then they don't further investigate where they could just turn the can like 180 degrees and see Sycamore Brewing Company, Charlotte, North Carolina. Be like, oh, okay. So what's a New England IPA? And then go do some research. They just see New England IPA and it was on a local shelf, and they're like, well, we're in Charlotte. That's not New England.
appreciate that.
Congratulations. Like, like
It's a style of beer, you dumb,
yeah.
shitty dummy.
Like I said, if it said German Hefeweizen or Belgian fucking Tripel or something, would they just assume that it shouldn't be in the local
Cheers.
section because it's from Belgium? Like, I don't get it.
How dare you put it in the local section?
Yeah.
So now we're gonna get into the oxidized beers. You think Equilibrium was bad oxidized? I'll show you a picture. Of this.
Well, I don't. I know Jesse does. I know Jesse.
This one's from.
has had
It's
some
called
experiences.
Wheels of Steel IPA, Birdsong Brewing Company, American IPA, 3.75. Oxidation, no effect on flavor. Nicely hopped and brewed. Decent bitter effect, but low alcohol. Inhibits the overall taste potential. More of an ale than an IPA. Right? Here's what it looks like.
Yeah, that looks delicious.
Oh my
If it
God.
wasn't a New England hazy IPA, someone melt down. It's a fucking caramel melted down in the glass.
No, that's an IPA. India Pale Ale. It's
Yeah, that looks.
not too overly oxidized. Enjoying this one tonight. Look at that one.
Oh,
Oh my God, what is that? Is that all chunks and fucking sediment?
God, that looks terrible.
Gingerbread and plum.
So
Double
bad.
New England IPA.
That looks so bad.
They say enjoying it.
Dude, that is the worst. Jesus Christ.
Enjoying this one tonight.
It's like 3 ounces of sediment. What's going on?
Looks more like a
Lo-
freaking ice cream
local-
sundae that started melting.
Yeah.
Local craft.
Oh yeah, Budweiser some Trulies in there, baby. Some Heineken.
And they're warm.
Yeah, right. They're on the shelf. They're just hanging out.
As that guy said earlier, yummy warm piss. Right? Is that what he said?
Yeah. Yummy warm piss.
Yeah.
What was the
that's-
other one? Like, it's got a cummy aftertaste.
Oh yeah, cummy aftertaste. Now, is that? Do you think you meant to say crummy? Like, I'd hope so, right?
I hope
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
Was it a Berliner Weiss?
Oh boy.
Yeah. All salty.
I'll be-
Oh, that's a goes. I'm sorry.
That's a goes.
Hit the
All
cup.
Here I am messing up styles again.
It goes up.
Is it a local Goza though? That's the question. Says German style Goza on it. Like, I don't know. Should it be here or not?
Look at this. Look at this TripAdvisor. I don't know what brewery this is. Let me see. Oh, the UK review at the Miller, whatever. 1 star. Barmaid farted on us twice. Visited here with a friend, and whilst I was away from the table, he complained that the blonde barmaid farted on him. Thinking he was joking, I took no notice. Next time she came to collect glasses, she clearly spun around and crop dusted us with a terrible smell. Absolutely bizarre and disgusting.
What the fuck?
1 star review. 1 star because you got crop dusted by the
You usually gotta pay. You usually gotta pay extra for that. They should be happy about that.
just over there farting on people.
Oh my
How
God.
dare you?
He said the barmaid crop dusted them.
Terrible smelling.
Oh shit!
Oh my god, where is this at? So they gave a 3-star rating to this place, and their first thing says, "I got stabbed here. The food was fresh, and drinks were tasty, but I got stabbed here. Would consider going back."
It sounds like they were at the freaking bar I used to bounce at.
He said, "I got."
By the way, I
stabbed."
got stabbed here. Would consider going back.
We said the drinks were tasty. I lost like a pint of blood, but it's okay.
They gave
no
it a
big deal.
they gave it 3 out of 5.
Holy shit, that's great. What,
They
so
got
it was
stabbed.
was it a 5? It had to be a 5 out of 5 before he got stabbed. Then, right? Clearly,
I mean,
the
drinks
stabbing
are
only
great.
brings it down 2 points. That's all. Like,
I mean, when you start off a review, it says, "I got stabbed here. The food was fresh and the drinks were tasty, but I got stabbed here."
those people gotta be.
What
fucking
kind
around.
of stabbing was he talking about too? That's the other thing. Was he like? Was it a
I
willing
have-
stab?
Yeah.
The back door stab?
Anal stab.
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
maybe that's why it's a 3 out of 5. He didn't mind it. So it was all right.
You got first bathroom stab.
It could have been bigger. Could have been a
Yeah,
bigger
it was
knife.
just kind of a surprise, but after a while, I enjoyed it. You know, we'll give it a 3 out of 5.
The Bloody Marys are awesome.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
The same guy that said the cummy comment.
It could be.
Oh,
This is a
God.
1-star review. Connie says, "If you are not into IPAs, do not bother with this place. No Oktoberfest, no pumpkin, and no wheat beer in the middle of October. Slow service, not a liberal." Why does that matter, Connie?
She was. I mean, she does have a point with the being middle of October and no Oktoberfest and pumpkin beers. You'd think they'd have at least one wheat
Yeah.
beer.
How dare you? By the
Where
way,
was
I'm not a liberal.
Where was she? Was she at another? She at other half? One of the other half locations? Or-
It doesn't say. Just Sierra Nevada Brewing.
There's no fucking way they didn't have anything other than IPAs. There's no way. There's
She
absolutely
went
no
there in
way.
October.
She's well, dude. They don't even have a pumpkin beer. Sierra Nevada. They have an Oktoberfest, but
Yeah.
the fact that she says they only had IPAs, or if you don't like IPAs and you go to Sierra Nevada, that's crazy talk. That's crazy.
They have stouts too. They got other stouts.
They got all kinds of shit. Yeah, I don't know what Connie's talking about. She needs to figure it out.
Yeah, I've never been to Sierra Nevada, dude. I'm so close to. Well, not close, but
yeah. How far are
I'm
you?
not far.
Because they're northern California, right? So they're probably what?
It's probably like 12 hours away, maybe south. Yeah, 12 to 14
Where
hours.
are you exactly? Not exactly. Don't tell me exactly where you are. But
Oh no, I'm exactly at. No,
yeah,
I'm right at the Washington border in Oregon, like at the northwest.
What's
area.
what's
I'm
the
in Astoria.
not
in Astoria, but
yeah, you're that's like the biggest. That's like the biggest closest city, right? Is Astoria?
Yeah. Cannon Beach is 30 minutes south of me.
Nine and a half hours drive for you to
really?
Sierra Nevada. 9.5 hours. Yep.
Really? I thought it was further away. Okay.
Well, that's right now.
Damn, dude, I gotta make a trip.
I mean, it's still a pretty fucking long trip, though.
Yeah.
9.5 hours.
I mean, it's long, but it could be done over a weekend.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Couple nights. Yeah. Be cool.
Nothing better. Nothing. 4.75.
He's gonna be one of those guys that will never give everything a 5.
Yeah.
What if there's something else better out there? You can also give that a 5. Like you can give multiple beers a 5. Like that's.
Oh, they got an Aslan stout on here with the little protein thing in there. So Aslan, they give it 0.10 rating. Aslan Beer Company stout. Thought it was an adjunct floater. Realized there are no adjuncts. He got a little float. He got a little fucking.
Well, how did the fucking thing
Whoa,
taste?
what in the hell is that?
So Aslan stouts, they used to have like the little chunks at the bottom of their stouts. And it's
Yeah,
like
like
a little,
sediment.
yeah.
Maybe the yeast.
Yeah.
That looks
I
like
got
chocolate. Cacao
Yeah,
nibs.
it looks like it definitely looks like an adjunct.
Damn. Or chili, yeah.
Yeah.
Something.
So Beer Man, it's been quite a while. How you
Really
doing, buddy?
nasty. I thought he cut his hand. I thought, right?
Nice.
Oh, okay. I've just been working my ass off lately. I need a break. Really bad. Wish I could break. My 2 nights, them 2 days off, man, they go too quick with the YouTube and all that. So I'm like,
Yeah.
Thursday comes all of a sudden, I'm like, God damn, I gotta go to work already. But
Because you do your 2 shows on the days you have off, right?
yeah, except Thursday, unless I brew. If I brew beer, then I do either a live or I'll do an off air. I did an off air last time I did a Schwartz beer, which is in the
nice.
beer, but
Maybe I love me some Schwartz beers.
yeah, dude, and it was the first one ever, and it's actually all right. It tastes pretty good. I mean, so far. So
Nice.
it's not carbonated, but it's got good flavor. But
Awesome.
it's I'm going into the AHA competition in June
Mm-hmm.
for that one, so we'll see how that turns out. But
I hope it
I'm
turns
gonna
out
brew
well.
another Kolsch too. I gotta brew another Kolsch. I don't know why I put this fucking Kolsch in this competition. It was not even thinking. I put our Kolsch, me and Bumpy's Kolsch, which is like totally abstract from BJCP. Like wheat's okay. It's okay to add wheat, and it's okay, but it's not okay to have haze. It's not okay to have certain other things. And it's like, oh, man, like the first thing he noticed was like, this is hazy. Whoever had that hazy one is, oh yeah, I'm sorry to say this, but yeah, no. I'm like, okay, well, I guess I didn't win that one, but
What a dickhead.
he was a little rude actually, but that's okay.
How does that work when you send it for a like where did you send that in? What
I
company?
just I listened to the podcast Homebrew Happy Hour, It's
Okay.
like a podcast I listen to when I work, and they were mentioning Kolsch Fest. I was like, okay, I'll enter that. Fuck yeah, cool. And so I just entered it. I sent them 2 beers. That's all they asked for. It was like $25 for the entry, and you get a shirt and all this stuff too. So that's kind of cool. But I'll join it again next year, but I'll be more BJCP, forward.
Do they give you like actual constructive criticism or just kind of shit on it?
Yeah, no, it was good. They said they liked it. They said they drank it and they liked it. It just wasn't up to par.
Okay.
I was all, yeah, it's cool, right on.
Well, that's what you
Because
got, but that's what you're looking for as a home brewer is like actual true feedback, right?
Oh no, I was totally okay with it. Like it's so fine. I just I put another recipe together last night. I was on a live last night forever with Bill and a few others. But did a New England IPA and which I'll be doing soon, and then another Kolsch. So it's going to be more of a BJCP
Nice.
certified kind of certifiable Kolsch, I guess. So
Competition ready, Kolsch.
yeah. In case something comes up, if I need it, then there you go. So
Oh, it's Paul.
Cheers, Paul.
I think we've had too many
what's up?
Pauls in the chat tonight, to be honest with you.
Oh,
That's
peanut butter cup narwhal. Oh my god. What the fart? That sounds good, kind of.
Interesting.
Or interesting, if anything,
Oh,
yeah.
I had that a couple of years ago, like a year and a half ago. A viewer sent it to me because it's an exclusive, I think, online at Sierra Nevada store, or you can buy it like at the brewery or on their website. And it was very interesting, that beer. Very interesting.
Well, hopefully it's better than the Southern Tier peanut butter cup.
Yeah, dude, that shit was trash.
That didn't sound
When
good.
did you have it, Bumpy? Because I fucking did not like that beer at all.
I had it on Wednesday, Beerman
Yeah.
show.
Oh, did you? Oh god, yeah, no, it was. What did it taste like to you?
Well, I was just like, it tasted like weird chemical. Like it smelled like from when I first opened it up and poured it. I was like, oh yeah, it smells just like a Reese's cup. And then I got closer. I'm like, wait a second. I'm starting to get like some weird notes in the aromas. It smelled like some dark chocolate. I drank it and I was like picking up like a waxy dark chocolate. And then the peanut butter is coming off almost like chemical like.
Dude.
It was a little bit weird. And then Alex is like, well, if I remember right, that beer tasted like buttery popcorn to me. And I was like,
dude,
it absolutely is like a buttery, like, yeah.
Nice little mess.
Yo, so here's my untapped check-in, Bumpy. I agree with my untapped friends that picked up on the buttery buttered popcorn vibes. I love Southern Tier, but probably the worst beer I've ever had from them. And then I retried it on tap because a lot of people are like, oh, maybe you got an off bottle. I tried it on tap. Guess what? Exact same fucking thing right from the brewery. It was chemically like just fucking buttered popcorn you'd get at like, a movie theater, like the actual butter you put on the popcorn. It was fucking disgusting. And see, then there's people like Rod that didn't get it. It was a very divisive beer. I'm just saying that.
Yeah. Was it fresh, Bumpy? Was it pretty fresh? I mean,
mine was super fresh.
I mean, it was an imperial stout. I mean, it could have been too old, but it definitely was not. I didn't drink the rest of it, as you know. I dumped it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that sounded terrible, actually. Damn.
That is literally the only beer I've ever had from Southern Tier that was a straight up drain pour for me. Like, just
I was surprised because the Blackwater series has always been like killer.
Here's the thing, man. So I drink a lot of Southern Tier, right? Because they're relatively local to me. I get all their stuff. Their Blackwater series over the last couple of years is not the equivalent to what it used to be. Like, they bring back a lot of their old recipes and stuff. And if you look on the bottle now, it says ale made with natural flavors, where they used to actually list the fucking ingredients off. I feel like they're going that natural / artificial flavor kind of route, and it's disappointing me every single fucking time I have their beer, like big time. And that's from somebody who's been drinking Southern Tier for almost 15 years and has loved their beer for many years.
I have never had either of these.
Never had any Southern Tier? Oh, that's you're
I can't get them. I can't
Yeah.
get any of that.
I always forget about some of the bigger, regional craft breweries that just don't, get distribution, like say out west or down south or anything. There's a lot of those out by you. That same thing. Like we're finally, Beer Man, finally. There's rumors. Talked to a couple people. We're finally getting Deschutes in New York State.
Oh wow, jeez.
Yeah,
crazy.
Isn't that crazy? We've never had Deschutes.
Do they have distribution in other areas, or are they making beer in other areas too, or just
No, just Bend, I think.
Bend? Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't been to Bend, dude. They got quite a few breweries there actually that I wouldn't mind going checking out. Besides the shoot, they have like a couple others that sounded pretty good.
Yeah,
just
you
been
guys got
watching
a lot.
those brewery review kind of people, that go to all the breweries, like Sasquatch guy. What's his name? You know his name, Bumpy? Sasquatch.
So what now?
The Sasquatch guy that goes to all the breweries.
Squatchy.
Squatchy's brew reviews. Yeah, dude.
Who's that? I don't know who this is. What do I gotta do?
So he's
Squatchy.
cool. He's funny.
Yeah. Fuck, what's his here, I'll put his link up.
Squatchy Brew Dude.
Yeah.
Squatchy Brew Dude. Yeah, check him out.
All right.
Yeah, he's funny, man. Yeah, he's a funny guy, but he goes to a lot of places, dude. He goes everywhere, like
All right.
totally everywhere. I don't know. Guy must be a millionaire or something.
Your man Cassie's live with Native right now. You know Cassie, right? Do you?
All right, cool.
Oops.
I don't know, Cassie. I don't know if I know you. Fuck, I don't know. I get drunk sometimes and forget. So sorry, Cassie. I didn't mean to be rude. Yeah,
I thought
but it's good to see you. Anyway.
Monty's will review that PGB there tonight.
Cheers, motherfuckers.
I gotta go watch that now. So what show was that on? Was it for Beer Man? What did you review that on? What show was that?
Was his Wednesday show, the All Spun Out.
Oh, Spun Out.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, right.
All right, I'll check that out then.
Last week's one.
All right. Just want to see because like it's funny you say that, and that's exactly the experience
Creme
that I got.
Brulee Scout. I haven't had that in years, but
Ooh,
yeah.
I like that, but it wasn't as good as it used to be, and I hate being the guy saying
Yeah.
that. But like I said,
Creme
shit's-
brulee.
I remember the first time I had that in the big 22-ounce bombers, and it was fucking delicious back in the day. It was very sweet though, like a lot of their Blackwater
Yeah,
series.
I know Native. Yeah. I chat over there too. Sure.
Yeah, Native I've heard before, actually. Yeah.
I think she's on vacation or something like that, right? Something like that. Looks like she's at work. All right, Joe. I'm channeling you, I guess, today. So
Oh shit, baby, that's gonna look a little milky when you pour it out, baby. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
no
I
no
want to
can
watch
on
that
it.
review. I haven't seen it yet. It keeps popping up as something I should watch, and I
What is
automatically thought that Joe was just trying to take
Huh?
take a little hint from Josh there with the whole bowl thing.
Nope, definitely. I mean, he better pour it into a
oh,
fucking
she's
bowl,
here
but I
now.
won't.
Yeah, she's been traveling.
What is that, Josh?
This is a Galaxy Bowl from Hot Butcher.
Oh, and it's all straight Galaxy single?
Oh yeah,
Wow.
and
cool.
watch the pour. It looks so milky.
Well, I mean, my camera will probably be all jacked up, but we'll see.
Are you pouring it into the actual bowl or no? Unbelievable! How you're not pouring it into a
Yeah.
bowl, Josh?
I know, I should.
What the fuck is wrong with you? See that? Looks
You have
like
a 4-pack of that?
I do, yeah. I got 3 more cans after this one.
Good Lord, you even slow poured that.
Do you buy singles at all? Or you just buy 4-packs?
Well, my bottle shop doesn't really have, like IPAs, you have to buy 4-packs. I mean, they have like select.
Yeah,
A
I
few
mean, I
packs.
used to buy 4-packs too of stuff, but I was getting so freaking bummed out with like buy a beer that's it's shit, and it's like now I got 3 beers that are shit in my fridge.
You can
Right?
just say you
I
can just say
remember
EQ.
you buying the four, dude.
EQ basically made you stop buying 4-packs.
yeah. But then you pay more. You pay more when you buy them as singles, so it kind of sucks. Like if you buy
It-
4 beers as singles, you pay like way more than buying a 4-pack.
The way I look at
Unless
it, though,
you can get a collab of EQ with someone else, and it's better.
Oh, that MC Ghost, that Parish one, top notch. I mean, they still
Yeah.
had a couple with them. That shit.
I had an EQ collab that Ridge sent me, and it was really fucking good.
that's the thing. When EQ's beers are
Well, I
fucking
hope
not
that beer is
oxidized, they're
good. I
great.
have to head off because I got to go to bed.
All
All
right,
right, Bumpy.
Bumpy.
Thanks for
Nice
hanging
talking
out.
to you, Jesse.
Enjoy
All right,
the
cheers,
rest of your
everybody.
night.
Take it easy, brother.
We'll see you soon.
Hope so. I
Cheers.
hope I fall asleep fast and high.
Don't be sweating out any fucking brisket like me.
And no brisket sweats. All right. Cheers.
Take it easy.
Cheers, dude.
Weird.
I'm not sure when this was canned because there's no can on date, but I'm sure it's probably pretty.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
pretty-
I go to their website. I go to their website right now and tell you.
I don't know why they don't put can on dates.
I
Come on.
have not
Come
gotten
on.
an answer on that.
On Hot Butcher, they don't.
They do, but they ever since they opened up their new brewery last
They
year,
did too.
some of their stuff is dated and some isn't. I don't
Oh,
know.
wow.
I don't know what. March 19th. So you're looking at like 3 weeks or so.
Oh, okay.
Slightly over. The only good thing I will say, and not in defense of them, because like listen, as somebody who has received their stuff for like 4 years, when they used to send it to me, like their dates would be on the can, right? Like almost every single time. And then the last couple boxes I got since they opened up their brewery, like I noticed that they don't all have dates on the can. So I don't know. I don't know. It is somebody speculated that like they only date the stuff that's taproom exclusive, or maybe they only have one can dater and they have like a couple different areas in which they can their stuff. I have no idea. But the only
Yeah,
good
'cause
thing about
I remember seeing can on dates before from Hot Butcher, and
Mhm.
now all of a sudden, there's nothing on there.
the only thing I
beers need to be dated, man.
I agree. And the only credit I'll give them in terms of they at least put the can on date on their website. Now you shouldn't have to go there, but at least it's on the website. If you go to their website, hotbutcher.com, right on the front page is all their recent releases. You just click on it and it tells you when it was canned. So at least it's better than some places who don't do anything, but still at the same time, they used to date everything. So it's disappointing that they don't anymore. It's like, I don't know what happened, but not ideal.
Yeah. Okay. Well, at least they do that, though. I mean, kind of saves their ass a little bit.
I
Yeah,
don't know why
some
it-
places you have to like search Instagram and like you go through Instagram and you can't find it. You're like, what the hell? What is this fuck? And I'll say keep cold, drink fresh. And it's like, fuck you. You tell me to drink it fresh. There's no goddamn canned on date. How am I supposed to figure this out?
Yeah.
Yeah. They buy all these beers for them, and they're oxidated. Thank you.
I don't think Modest Man puts can on date, so maybe they do. I don't know. I know it's
Some
Spyglass.
place Drowned Lands it doesn't.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I haven't seen Drownlands in a little
Dude,
bit.
Gremlins, where's they from, man?
New York, like I think
Oh.
closer to NYC. We didn't get stuff for a while from them, and we just started getting drops, Josh. So like you don't see him, and now all of a sudden we're lush with Drowned Land stuff here.
I haven't tried. That's same with New Anthem, but I heard New Anthem is going under. They're at I don't know if you heard anything from New Anthem. They're out of North Carolina. I think we might have had a couple locations in North Carolina, but
Did you see Pariah went closed? Pariah Brewing Company out of
oh, did they?
Maryland? Yeah.
Wow.
Damn Canadians.
Ball talking shit about the
Keep in mind,
the inferior American way to date stuff.
Fucking connects.
Do you know what sucks about that dating thing is sometimes when the imported beers from like Germany and Belgium show up, some of the importers will actually date the cans in the American way, and then some don't. That's actually canned at the brewery overseas. So you have to figure out like, what's going on if it's month or day first. It's kind of weird.
Right.
I will
Oh,
say
I
this
hate that.
smells very
It's-
sweet.
What's that?
It smells very sweet.
I got a lot of passion
Sweet
fruit.
smelling.
Yeah, passion fruit, pineapple, crushed pineapple. Definitely sweet.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely getting pineapple for sure. Passion fruit, maybe like a little bit of.
I like
I'm
pineapple.
getting like orangey. A little bit of oranginess vibes.
The body and mouthfeel on that beer is exactly the way I like Hop Butcher. Like when you drink, like it's dude, it's
I'm going in.
okay.
Cheers.
Nice, dude. Cheers.
Cheers, buddy. Hopefully you enjoy it.
Let me get the specs on Galaxy hops. Let's see.
Like the mouthfeel's fucking superb of that beer.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's like when someone says upper echelon mouthfeel, you're like, yeah, no, that's it. This is definitely it.
There's the pineapple. I'm
Mhm.
getting there's a little bit of that passion fruit. I'm picking up a little bit of orange in there too, or like
Yep.
a tangerine.
Orange should be in the Galaxy from
Yep.
what it said. Yeah.
Definitely some
Guava.
citrus.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get like the passion fruit guava type of like that tart, more like tropical fruit kind of vibe.
There's a little bit of sweetness. It's not like overly sweet. It's
No, but their beer's leaner, sweet. Like their double IPAs and triple IPAs definitely lean sweeter. For sure. Hop Butcher stuff.
I'm getting a little bit of, I don't want to say heaviness to it, but I mean there's a little like the mouthfeel is definitely.
It's big for 7.5.
Yeah.
It's definitely like
Yeah.
like lower side of like full body. Like it definitely has a like you said, like a hefter, a bigger viscosity that you're used to from like a 7.5% double IPA. Like it's
Wow.
Like it drinks bigger than the actual ABV in my opinion. Like it's, I don't know. I mean it's
Like
not
if-
boozy. I'm not. Yeah, just the mouth.
But if you were doing a blind, the body and mouth feels like okay, that's 9%, or that's 9.5%, 10%.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
you
for
could say
sure,
it like
yeah.
it's bigger. Like I've had 10.5 triples that have worse bodies and mouth feels than that beer.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like this isn't thin by any means.
It's almost rich. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
almost like a
yeah.
decadent double IPA. Not from like a sweetness
Yeah.
aspect, but like everything
Yeah.
around it.
Just the body. Yeah.
Yeah.
The body of it. I mean, it would definitely. I mean, I couldn't. I don't know if I could have more than one of these, to be honest with you.
Nah, it's one and done. for me. Definitely
yeah.
one and done.
Yeah, that's good. Shit.
It is. That's like that. You know, that is their OG beer, their OG hazy beer. They first released that in 2016. They haven't released it in a couple years though, and I think the people have been saying for like the last couple years the Galaxy crops have been shit for in like 2022 and 2021.
Oh yeah, I remember you
So-
saying that in your review. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of brewers have been saying like the Galaxy crops haven't been great the up until like this past year, and it was interesting because I was drinking a lot of Galaxy beers that were like they had like an abrasiveness, and I couldn't figure it out. And then I'm like, wow, like these 3 beers I'm drinking all had Galaxy in it, so like something's throwing it off. But that does not seem abrasive. There's nothing throw like that's an actually great
Yeah.
Galaxy beer.
I wonder where they're getting, like terroir wise, I wonder where they're getting their hops, like Yakima Valley or Yakima Chief, or like over in our area or over in Wisconsin. You know, like certain areas will put off.
I'd probably say Yakima.
The Galaxies. Yeah.
Or they
probably
get-
not.
Well, are they getting Galaxy? Is also Galaxy so now well embedded that like a lot of Americans brew it now? A lot of American hop farms brew Galaxy now because it's originally an Australian hop, right?
Yeah,
So-
originally. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Where
don't
you at,
know.
Sammy?
I saw he was posted on Untapped recently, like
Oh, he was
yesterday.
drunk early this morning. He was.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, they were.
Okay.
Well, it was early morning for him, and then miscellaneous was like, because I tuned in about like. Well, I think they were already off by then. They were already had ended the live stream, but this was like they probably went live probably about 11 o'clock or something, and they were smashed by probably 1 o'clock or something. So I know
Interesting.
miscellaneous is probably watching UFC. I know that's up tonight.
Yeah, the 300 UFC 300.
Yeah. Speaking of, we were talking about Sierra Nevada, and Rod was saying about that. So I didn't know some of these. Apparently, I can get these shipped to my state, but Sierra Nevada has all kinds of like I never seen any of these before.
Dude, they still have the porter because I would just love the porter. Coffee stuff.
There's that peanut butter
So I-
narwhal there.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't even know. So like the Pale Bock, so these are all 24 pack or 12 packs. So they got the Pale Bock Coffee Stout, Barrel Aged
Oh.
Narwhal, the peanut butter one. a
There's
regular
the porter.
stout.
Oh, the fucking porter's so good,
Oh,
dude.
porter, I never had that, dude.
Oh, dude, I haven't
I've
had that
never
beer in
even
like 10, 12 years.
Jeez.
Yeah, this is like
barrel aged quad.
Their
Gold- like,
Bigfoot this year was
Cellar
great this year.
Bigfoot. So you can let's see. Cellar
bet you it's
one-
Bigfoot, which
Damn.
they have one
oh look,
from
it shipped,
every year
it
going
shipped
back.
to my state. Choose a state of residence. There it is, Virginia. Right there.
Yeah,
You can
a year
choose
ago.
a year.
Oh, so
2014,
Oh,
16,
what?
19, 22.
see, I thought they would give you like a bottle or two from each year going back like X amount of years. That'd be cool. Like give me two 2014s, two 2016s.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I guess you got to
That'd be
pick your own. Well, 12 pack. Oh, you get a 12 pack. Oh, I don't want to hold 12 pack.
Nah, not of 1 year. That's
Oh.
fuck. That's
Yeah,
kind of
35
weird.
bucks for a whole
12 for
pack.
35, though. That's kind of cool.
that's a fucking
Yeah.
great deal for a cellar beer.
Yeah.
Currently shipping to California, DC, Kentucky, North Carolina, North Dakota,
Not
Yeah.
Oregon.
New Hampshire.
Oh,
This beer does not qualify for free shipping. I'm interested in these stouts and the porters, though. I mean,
Yeah.
fucking shit. Or like the
So-
coffee stout.
Me too.
I wonder if Deschutes
The
ships
Narwhal.
to you,
Sorry.
Josh, because Deschutes has it has they have a bunch like all these fucking breweries, like these old classic breweries, have a lot of cool web stores that ship to places.
Hmm.
You know, and it's like I wish that was just like in distro
I
type of thing.
haven't
you know?
seen Deschutes in a while. I mean, the first time I had Deschutes was fucking shit. 2012, I think, something like that. I had Fresh
Jesus.
Squeeze was my first one I had from,
Fresh Squeeze
Deschutes.
is real good
you know.
back then.
I miss
You've been-
Alpine. Alpine Beer Company used to be the shit back in the day. I used to love their stuff. Same with Green Flash, but they pulled out of the East Coast and they're all West Coast stuff now. Ballast Point's another one too. They're all
Oh
West
shit,
Coast
Palace
stuff.
Point. I haven't seen Sculpin in like 5 years.
Mhm.
Oh, dude,
Well,
I
because
went to
they
the
pulled out
brewery.
of the East Coast. They only ship their stuff on the West Coast now.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago, I think.
It's Sculpin, great. I that grapefruit habanero Sculpin was I love
Oh
it.
yeah.
When you would get a
I
ripe
remember
one,
people used to
remember?
complain about that. They used to
Yeah.
talk about the pricing of that because they'd be like, "Oh, it's like $12 for a 6-pack for the Sculpin." And it's
Yeah.
very outrageous. Like nowadays, it's like nothing.
That's like a deal. It's a great deal.
Yeah,
Dude, the
right,
habanero
yeah.
Sculpin was great. I remember having the
Habanero scalping.
Oh yeah, they had a habanero Sculpin. I remember having it the first time, and I was like, "Oh, this is kind of weak," you know. And then the next one I had, holy shit, man, it was like not the same beer. And then I look on like this was back like again like 2000, maybe 14, 15, something like that. I remember looking on Beer Advocate,
Yeah.
and a bunch of people were like, "Anybody else's 6-packs like?" They're not, you know, it's not consistent. And I was like, yeah, no, mine. I'm like, a couple of these were very ripe and the other ones were pretty weak. I'm like, I don't understand how that happened, but it sure
Wow.
shit did.
Oh, sorry.
I've
Paul.
been to
Speaking
their
of
brewery
gas,
in Long Beach, in Seal Beach, California. One of their breweries, they had like a few of them or something. But off the bright though, it's good, man. Their beers are pretty good. You can't get them fresh here.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
everything's always like outdated, unless you. I mean, all you get is IPAs here though. Of those guys, I forgot the name of their fucking company. What's the name again?
Ballast
The company-
Point.
Yeah, Ballast Point. You
Yeah.
can't get Ballast Point fresh here. It's always out of date for their IPAs. so-
Really, that's surprising.
Yeah.
That's what used to happen here. Once the like allure of them being a new brewery like kind of fell off. Like if you could find Sculpin like under like 3 months old, you'd be doing backflips. You know what I mean? Like it was like, oh my
right.
god, you got a 6-week-old Sculpin. It's like fucking finding a golden ticket.
Oh yeah, like that's awesome. Yeah, that would be great.
But
actually.
that's
Yeah,
that's
Ballast-
honestly
Ballast Point
No,
was
sorry.
great.
But
yeah,
they
yeah,
do
they
taste
were.
good. Their stouts are good. Their porter, like they got some pretty decent, like
Their-
some other stuff too. It's really good. I mean,
Victor C was like one of my favorite beers back in the day. That was the vanilla.
Oh yeah.
was it vanilla
Oh.
coffee porter? I think
Yeah, and
Imperial
then they had like
Porter?
a peppermint one, I
Good.
think too. right
they had a
there.
peppermint and a peanut butter. Peppermint
Yeah.
and peanut butter.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Not to be confused with Heavy Seas. Sometimes I see people too,
Right.
but
I used to
Heavy
like
Seas.
Heavy Seas back in the day. They had some good shit back in the day.
I didn't know. they
Yeah,
had
that
special
what's that
stuff
one?
like
That
this.
Citra
I love
IPA
it.
type, like
The Citra Loose
or whatever.
Cannon, Tropicana, yeah. So
yeah.
here's something funny, Josh. The two IPAs that like actually got me over the hump and actually enjoying IPAs, Ithaca Flower Power, okay, and the other one
Good
was
one.
their Loose Cannon 3 from Heavy Seas. Those are the first two beers. Where I was like,
Loose Cannon was good. Good shit.
I was like, I think I actually like IPAs now. Like, this is pretty good.
Mhm.
It's like the flip just like switched one day. I was like, oh, I hate IPAs. No, they're all right, tolerable.
Give me a Magic Hat number 9, please.
Holy shit, dude! I haven't seen a Magic Hat in like 10 years. Are they still
Where
around?
was it? Ithaca, New York.
Ithaca,
Yeah,
Flower
Ithaca, New
Power.
York is Flower Power. That's one of those like regional IPA classics where like if you're from like the tri-state area into, you know, like PA, Ohio, New
PA.
York, a little bit New England. If you talk to a lot of IPA lovers, they will be like, yeah, that's one of the first beers that I IPAs that I really liked, or that was what I used to drink a lot of. Like Kyle, No Hype Beer Reviews, like that. That's like one of his first early IPAs too. Like it was just a very abundant, good IPA back in the day. And, you know, people try it now and it's not as good as it used to be. It's not, your palate evolved. Like, you know, that recipe's 15 plus years old. Like, yeah, of course it's going to be, you know, you're drinking all kinds of crazy shit nowadays. So it's
Classic, man.
Yeah, it's a class.
Yeah.
Dude, I've drank so many classic beers over the last couple of years doing like the whole shelfie beer review thing that I do. And man, some of the shit is still really fucking delicious. Like it just plain is. Like it's just your palate will eventually come full circle, I feel like. You know, it comes back to where it was when I first started drinking craft beer. And I do appreciate and understand those beers. Where if you got into craft beer in the last 5 years, you might not appreciate a Sierra Nevada Torpedo. You know what I mean? You might not appreciate it because that's not what you first got into craft beer. That wasn't what was popping. But you go back and try these beers, they're fucking classics, and they were sought after for a reason. They're good beers. Plain and simple.
Well, classics to me are like Sierra Nevada Pale and then Newcastle's North England Brown.
Yep.
You know, that's another one I want to start. I don't want to brew their new brown, which is still pretty good, but I want that old 4.6 or 4.7. Totally pub fucking friendly or brown ale. You know, that's nice, dude.
Yeah, that shit was banging back.
Sweet caramel taste. Oh god, I loved it.
Yeah, dude. I need to still review that. I haven't had that beer in a long time. That was a good beer though. It was, especially if you liked a little bit like sweeter. You know what I mean? It was pretty balanced, but it was like, again, it was an English brown ale, had a little bit of sweetness to it, like and a nuttiness, and you're just like, yeah, man, like this is Yeah, we talked about it earlier, Rod, or I mentioned it to Josh that Pariah closed.
See, I always thought Pariah was from California.
They were, and then they moved their operations to Maryland, Baltimore.
They were? Oh wow.
They were originally in California, and I want to say like 3 years ago or so. They moved their operations to Baltimore, and they would send some beer out to some of the beer tubers like Kyle.
I know Kyle got
Matt over at Massive Beer Reviews, the Nerd Sense guys, Joe Senegali. I think Greg's
I had a
reviews.
collab with them or something. I think
So they I guess they posted on Instagram like they were like we should have closed down like a year ago, and I don't know. You see a lot of places closing down. We're starting to get to the point where there's 10,000 like 9,500 breweries or whatever. Like it can only support so much. Yeah. It's a shame though when you see like a pretty good brewery. I mean, that, by all accounts, Pariah was making pretty solid stuff. So
like Green Bullet too. I think they sold out. Was it Green Bullet? Yeah.
No, you're Green Flash. Green Flash.
Green Bullet.
Yeah, Green Bullet.
Yeah, so they used to have. This was probably about I think 2000. It was a couple years ago, but so Ballast Point had a big location in Virginia, and it was Ballast Point. Well, was it they had Ballast Point, and then down in Virginia Beach they had Green Flash and Avery. Not Avery. What's the one I just talked about? Was it Avery? No, it wasn't Avery. Anyways, it was like a merger, like brewery type thing, but now it's like New Realm or something like that. But yeah, Yeah, Alpine. That's what it was. Alpine and
Alpine,
Green.
yeah.
Alpine, yeah. Yep.
Flash.
Because
Yeah.
Green Flash bought Alpine, and then they
Yeah.
both got bought up by the conglomerate that owns Sweetwater.
Yep.
Yep.
And then they pulled out of the East Coast. So, like they're not
Right.
doing any. They don't do any distro to the East Coast anymore. It's all West Coast. But Alpine used to have some good shit. Same with Green Flash. Like that palette. Everyone talks about Palette Wrecker. That shit was
Oh.
fucking great.
Like a legit palette record back then. Like
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
gonna
It was a West Coast like. I think
Yeah,
it was
we-
a double or a triple or something
It was
like
a
that.
I think it was a triple like West Coast IPA that was fucking like the IBUs were off the chart, but it was just like it was like it had that like, you know how you got a mouth puckering sourness. It almost had a mouth puckering like fucking bitterness where you would like on the finish you're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
But if you like bitterness, like that was people's jam. They're like, I can't get
Oh,
enough.
so
Like I still have people comment on my videos to this day, and I never reviewed that, but they'll just be like, "Do you remember when they used to have a fucking palate wrecker?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it actually wrecked my palate back then." They're like, "I loved it," and I'm like, "Yeah, it was a crazy fucking beer."
Alpine was another good one that I
I don't
enjoyed.
like the hard-
Like
Hard.
Duet by Alpine. Happy Birthday was another one. Willy Vanilli, which was
Nelson.
like a vanilla
So
based IPA.
So, Josh, the original owners of Alpine reopened up in Alpine, California, and their brewery's name is McElhenney. And it's the actual original, it's the original family that own Alpine, and they basically brought back a lot of the OG recipes. They have so Nelson was a rye Nelson Sauvin IPA. They brought that recipe back. They changed the name is Months because when they sold everything, they sold like the recipe names, the recipes themselves, everything. So the new recipe, the name of the beer is called Months. It's a rye Nelson IPA, but they actually use Strata hops. And the one guy who knows a lot of stuff,
Nice.
yes, but they only put like a couple Strata hops in, like legit a couple hops to change up the recipe from the OG recipe so they don't get sued. Which I think is hilarious.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like, fuck you. We're like, we just want them. Okay, we'll put in 2 Strata hops, like legit, 2 pellets. That's it. We're done. You're like, fuck it. I think that's hilarious. But dude, I had that Months, and it's just as good as the old school Nelson. Like it is like, so if you ever see McElhenney show up randomly, like all the crazy breweries do, grab Months. You'll be all, or any of the stuff from McElhenney because you clearly liked Alpine, so that'd be your jam.
Oh yeah. Another brewery I don't see anymore is Avery, like the gold foil Avery bought like Uncle Jacobs and all that stuff. Like I don't see a lot of that shit anymore.
They pulled out of New York as well, which is very disappointing. Yeah, dude, all those gold foil fucking 17% barrel aged beers were the jam.
Yeah, dude.
And I used to like their passion fruit wheat, Lila something. It was so fucking refreshing in the summer.
Oh yeah. They used to do really good sours too. Obviously, they had that apricot sour and all kinds of different ones. But I don't see Avery too much anymore at all. I mean, I see like the Maharaji and stuff like that in the cans, but I don't see the bottles.
Oh, Avery, yeah. What's the white one? Yeah, the wit beer.
The wit beer. Yeah, that's the passion fruit one. You're talking about the Rascal.
The Rascal,
yeah. That's the wit beer.
What's the other one over in Maine? The white one.
Allagash White.
Allagash White. Yeah.
That's like one of my favorite wheat beers in America.
Really? Awesome.
It's so good, dude.
It's an American wheat or a German wheat?
No, it's a Belgian wit beer.
Oh, Belgian wheat.
Well, I don't know if they actually go like full on board. I think they kind of call it more like they just call it a wheat beer, but I think they kind of mimic it after a Belgian wit beer, but like not 100% true to style. Right. But it's pretty close. I mean, I think they brew it with like the orange peel and the coriander and everything. So, but that to me is like best bang for buck if you want like an actual wheat beer, because like you can get 6 packs of it for like $10.99. Like it's fucking, that's like Sam Adams prices, but it's fucking quality. Not saying Sam Adams not quality, but I'm saying for like a Belgian wit beer, like if you see that or you see Blue Moon for $8.99, I'm taking Allagash fucking White every single day.
For sure.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Hoegaarden, dude. Hoegaarden's a nice wit beer. That's a nice.
So what's funny is when I first got into craft beer, it was I went and my buddy drank. So my buddy's 2 beers were Blue Moon and Newcastle. Okay. And I didn't know anything about beer other than I just thought all beer fucking was terrible, just macro stuff. Right. So
Yeah.
I bought a 6-pack of Blue Moon, tried it with and without an orange slice, and I was like, yeah, it's not for me. So then I'm looking up like in Google, it's like 2009. I'm like, okay, well, what's kind of like Blue Moon? First one shows up, Hoegaarden. I'm like, oh, I'll try that out. Definitely better than Blue Moon. Not a huge fan still, right? I just something about it. So then I just went to a local bottle shop that I still shop at to this day, and they did all singles. They had like 1,000 different beers, and I just went there, made up a couple 6-packs, had the beer manager help me, and the rest was history for me in terms of craft beer, because then that's what I just kept on doing. But I still remember drinking the Hoegaarden, even though I didn't know jack shit about beer in general. I could tell you that Hoegaarden was significantly better than the Blue Moon. Like, it's just like you were just like, yeah, it's definitely better, 100%, no questions asked.
Yeah. No, the Blue Moon was good when I didn't know much about anything. I was like, okay, I still don't know much about anything, but
none of us do.
Right. Yeah, we're all,
We know what we know.
Blue Moon was all right, but I don't know. I went to the Coors plant. I saw my friend. Okay, so I saw my friend's dad brewing beer, and that's kind of what intrigued me about brewing. So he took me to the Golden, Colorado. I lived in Denver for a little while, Littleton for a little while, with my friend's family, and they took me over to Golden, Colorado to the Coors plant, and we had a bunch of that the Blue Moon at the end, and of the tour. They just like gave us like 3 or 4 beers to all just sip on. And it was great, man. I was at the time, I was like, it was when it just came out. I was like, this is good, man. I like this. It was different,
Yep.
Usually you're used to like Coors Light or some weird shit, or just your normal stuff that you always get, and
the thing is I will always keep this opinion, and again, it's opinion, it's not fact or anything, but I think there's a time and place for almost any beer. Like that's why I never like you get a lot of people out there. Oh, that beer shit, this beer shit. It's like, listen, it's just like food. It's just like your style. It's your music you listen to, movies, TV shows, whatever. Right. Beer is subjective. Now you can objectively say how a beer should be quality wise and this and that, but like that doesn't mean that some people won't like it still, even if it does have flaws. Every single day, millions of people drink all kinds of different macro beers, right? That doesn't mean that the quality is top notch, but it means people enjoy them. So to shit on another, like people apologize for, I back then, or I still like this. It almost like they're cringing. It's like, dude, drink what you like. No one should ever, care what somebody else enjoys in their life. If somebody likes to drink 6 packs of, Coors Banquet and Miller Lite or whatever, have fun, man. It's people take it too serious, I like, it's one of my favorite macros, Coors Banquet, dude. It's up there. Give me Miller High Life, those two.
Miller High Life's great.
Fucking the Jenny Cream Ale out here, like I'll fuck all that stuff up. Give me some Yuengling. Like I think people
see Yuengling to me.
Did I just trigger Josh? Hang on, did I just trigger Josh?
Yuengling tastes a lot better when you get it when you buy it in Pennsylvania.
In Pennsylvania, is that because it comes from the Florida plant, or no, or the Florida brewery? I remember somebody saying like they a lot of the brewery, a lot of the volume comes from there now.
I don't know when I get it when I go to PA, like it tastes different than when I buy it like here. I don't know what it is.
You know what was really good, Josh? Josh, did you not get the Yuengling Bach that they came back out with?
No, I haven't picked it up.
Oh,
I gotta
listen.
go to PA to buy it.
Listen. It's a fucking really good Bach. It's really good, and it's like $16 a 12-pack. Like it's fucking really good. It's really good. Oh, it's really like, I dare I say I love Genesee. It's better than Jenny's Spring Bach. Like it is.
I used to love Lord Chesterfield from New England.
Dude, that was good. When I reviewed that, I think I reviewed that last year, and what I liked about it was it actually had like a little bit of like a pale ale kind of vibe to it. You know what I mean? Like it was like a step up from like a regular lager.
Oh yeah, Yuengling.
Dude, Yuengling Bach, dude. I never thought I'd be sitting here whispering about Yuengling Bach, but here we are.
I want to make a Bach.
I've had Yuengling Bach in hand. I'll have to pick some up.
Dude, Beerman, you gotta make a Bach. Well, lagering is obviously.
I'm gonna make
yeah. Do it.
Eventually.
Dude, it's fine. Dude,
That
boxing.
and English bitter. I want to do all three of the bitters.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
ESB, special bitter,
How about a mild? How about a fucking English mild?
mild would be nice. Yeah,
Like a 3.7% English mild that's fucking
yeah.
toffee and nutty and caramel. Oh my god.
Or a
If you
table
make a
with-
mild, I will pay you for multiple cans to review and try.
Oh, dude, I'll make that. I'll make that in the future. I've got 2 that I'm making here soon, but after that,
I could-
I'll do more. So.
I could session a mild even with my heart stuff. I could, they're 3.7. I could drink 2 or 3 of them. I'm good to go.
No shit, you could session it.
Well, I mean, I could session any beer. I just might, have some
Oh,
complications.
I session Black Tuesdays by the brewery.
Well, we're not all you, Josh.
Dark mild. I want to make a dark mild. actually.
Yeah, for sure. That's the
Dark
jam.
mild.
You don't see a lot of them. I mean, I see them a little bit more, but usually they're on tap. You don't see them
Mhm.
packaged much. But the ones I've seen packaged, they do nitro to them to kind of mimic the cask feel, but
Yeah,
it still doesn't
Okay.
mimic it as well as it probably having it on cask. It could,
I wonder. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's.
because it has
Yeah.
very light carbonation, because obviously the 70% nitrogen.
Yeah, it's got that. Yeah, the kind of still flavor. Still
Yeah,
feel.
yeah, it's like lightly carbonated, super smooth, but it's like, I don't know, I feel like drinking like a proper cask of a dark mild in like England would be pretty fantastic.
Hell yeah! Even with some woody kind of
Mm.
some barley kind of like
Little-
essence.
Little bit of the vanillin, baby, a little bit of
Heck yeah!
Mhm.
Oh, that sounds kind of good. Damn.
Yeah, not I want an English mild.
I gotta look at how to even brew one of those. So never done it.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. I mean, then that would definitely test, I think, for yourself, like test your I don't want to say abilities because that's not the right word, but like kind of test your probably patience to some degree, but also just like, hey, this is an uncommon style in the States. I'm gonna take a stab at it type of stuff. You
Yeah.
know?
Well, like lagers, I've been getting into because I finally got my chiller.
Yeah.
So I can start, chilling up my beers and making it all lagery now.
Mhm.
But no, I've been going to town with lager ideas and just I want to
gotta-
get more. Like, I want a Baltic Porter really bad. I want to do some hybrid beers.
Did you do any IPLs yet?
Haven't. I'd like to actually.
that'd
Be
be
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
IPL would be good.
Or a hoppy pilsner or something like that.
Yeah,
American
like a West
Pilsner,
Coast
like a New Zealand
Pilsner.
pilsner or something
Or
like that.
yeah, New Zealand. Oh,
Kinda
dude, damn, that all
West
sounds
Coast
really good.
pilsner.
Mm.
That'd be sick, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. Sign me
That
up when
sounds
you make
good.
stuff when you start diving into those styles. I'm fucking down.
Dude, when it's homebrewed, it's way better, man. I don't know what it is. It's just way better.
Well, you're
doesn't
making
go
it.
for distro. Yeah.
Yeah, you're making it. It's fresh. You know what's in it. All
Right.
that plays a role.
I'll
Totally
keep
makes
you in
sense.
mind for sure, both you guys. I'm not doing tributes anymore, but I'm doing until after September. I'm trying to get out to New Hampshire here or Vermont, whatever the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah, if
Oh, for beer tuber, yeah.
if you and the thing is, Steve, if you make something right, and I'd like to
I'll
try it,
surprise you.
I'll pay for shipping and the beers for sure. Like I don't expect you to.
I'll
send them
just
out for free.
surprise you.
God,
I'll just surprise you.
my
You
heart
don't-
doesn't like surprises anymore. No,
Nah, yeah, fuck, man.
no,
But
because that shit gets expensive, dude. I know you send out a lot of stuff
Right,
and whatnot.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
why
I know
only
you-
send one or two people at a time now. Like I
Oh,
might
yeah.
just
Yeah.
surprise a couple people,
You,
Here you go.
and I know why you want feedback because it's one thing if you're making your stuff, you're going to be like, yeah, I think it's good, but how do the half dozen people think it is? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I want some
Yeah.
true feedback on it. And that's
yeah.
I would do the same thing because that's the only way
I want
to.
to know where I'm at. I want to
Yeah,
know.
That's how you get better as a brewer. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
because if you have people around you saying, oh yeah, it's real good, and you're gonna never have like honest opinions.
Yeah. Exactly.
And that's why sending that stuff in to homebrew competitions is a good idea too. Because again, now you have, homebrewers and other like-minded individuals breaking down your beer blind. And, it all works in your favor of becoming what you want to be. And that's a professional brewer. So it's like, you're getting to the point where it's like, I got to know what I got to tweak on certain, like once you get recipes and, break it down and whatnot, like, you're going to get to the point where like, all right, what can I tweak in this recipe? All right, what feedback did I get on this specific beer that I should make a slight change here? That's all the stuff that homebrewers want to hear. Yeah, I mean,
That's what I did with the Kolsch right away. I was all, nah, I didn't make it in that. Let's go and make a Kolsch.
Yep.
So it's like, let's make it to style. So yeah, we'll see.
well, you've been coming along pretty fucking good based on everybody that I've seen has reviewed your
Opinions,
stuff.
Yeah.
So
Thanks, man. Yeah.
keep it up, buddy. It's fun to like. I try to pop in here and there. I don't post as many comments on people's stuff as much anymore. But I do watch a lot. Like I'll pop in some live streams here and there. Especially the homebrewing stuff I enjoy, or when you do the rare beer review now.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's cool. No, I'm not always up on it either.
No, it's tough, man.
Yeah.
It's tough. We're all busy doing shit. It's
Life. You know.
Jobs, this, that, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Oh, by the way, Joe, I still have that Mortalis tin bar and
Oh,
sour.
fucking Christmas, man! What is happening?
Towers, dude. I like it.
This fucking thing's like 2 years old. Like legit.
At
dude.
least. It's either like 2 or 3 years old by now.
Oh, that's fucking
Still
wild.
sitting in the back of the fridge.
It's probably gonna explode on you when you open the fucking thing.
Maybe.
What is it?
I need
What style is it? Stout or?
it's a heavily fruited sour.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I like that Paul's busted my balls. I like Joe's Mojo. Does he have a channel? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Joe just started up a channel. He's
So
getting weird.
Paul used to, I think he used to watch the albino rhino stuff. So because he's obviously Canadian, as we all know, both him and the rhino, and I think that's where I first met him many years ago, or knew of him many years ago.
Paul, you're a great guy, brother.
I love his sense of humor. I do enjoy
Yeah,
it.
you're good.
Cheers, Rat. Oh, Joe, I had that Von Trapp Trogs.
The Dunkelweizen with the maple, right?
Oh my god! I like Dunkelweizen.
It was
good,
It was
but different, right?
yeah.
Because of the
yeah,
maple, yeah.
Yeah.
I like him. I love Dunkelweizens, but it definitely the maple kind of. I love maple syrup, and I like it in beer. It was kind of weird in there, but I also still liked it.
Yeah,
quite a
it
bit.
was very subtle. I really,
Yeah.
yeah, it was very subtle. And I'm like, well, maybe it's too cold, but I let it warm up a little bit. I mean, I got slight because I thought I was like, oh, it's gonna be maple, but
Was it
I mean,
dry?
it was good. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it was good.
But
The
it wasn't
best of all those
too dull.
collaborations have been really good, but the best one was the one with fucking Human Robot. I forget what that collab was.
Yeah. Human Robot in general is fucking great.
Yeah,
You
so
Have
what's
you
that?
ever been there? You got to go there.
No, yeah. When I get to Philly at some point in the future, I will definitely be going there.
Milk
100%.
tubes. You got to get a milk tube, Joe. You
Oh,
gotta get a
I'll
milk-
begin. Oh, dude. So one of my favorite local, I was gonna say bottle. It is a bottle shop, but it also has taps. And I'm gonna probably hang out there this week. He's got a side pour thing now for specific lager tap. So I'll be getting the milk pours, baby, and anything
Gotcha.
else.
I
And
thought
so
you were gonna say he's got a side project. I was like,
no side project, but he got the contraption. So like he has one dedicated lager line for that specifically, or not even should I say lager. He either puts lagers or he puts like say English miles or ESBs or something like that. Some kind of old school style. Dude, I can't wait. I hope he has something cool on when I go this week.
I'm supposed to be going. I'm probably going back to Philly probably within the next month or two. So hit up there.
Can I place an order for Human Robot? Is that kind of thing?
and
place an order?
Monk's Cafe for sure.
Oh yeah, you gotta go Monk's Cafe. That would be a spot I hit up every single time. Monk's Cafe.
Oh yeah, it's fucking.
Drink fucking Russian River stuff. Unbelievable.
Oh yeah, and all the fucking lambics and all. that
Yeah,
kind of
all
shit.
the lambics.
Yeah,
I like lambics, man.
yeah.
I like
dude.
gooses. I like the gooses. I like a lot of that shit, man.
Yeah, the gooses are the only problem with the
Sours.
fucking lambics. They could be expensive, dude. Real expensive.
Yeah, they can, dude. Yeah. What's that one with the ghost? It looks like a Ku Klux Klan bag over.
Oh, the Yellow Belly.
Yeah, yellow belly.
Yeah,
From Omnipolo, didn't they?
Yeah.
Omnipolo.
That's a goose, isn't that? Or what? Or
No, that's a stout. I think it's
was
a
it a
peanut butter
stout?
stout.
Oh, jeez.
I think it's a
thinking
stout, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Peanut butter
it's
stout
like
or something
it's
like
like a peanut butter biscuit stout or some shit. Like
that? Yeah,
it's-
yeah.
Oh, now that's crazy.
Yeah,
For
Yellow
some reason, I
Belly.
thought it was a sour. Isn't there another sour company that puts out like a thing with like a white bag over it or something? There's like a goose or something out there that I saw over here, and I can't think of where. It kind of looked like a ghost or something, like a. I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm saying. Sorry.
The only one I've ever seen is the Yellow Belly. That it's like a
Yeah,
it's like a
I'm
sleeve that
calling
looks
it.
like a ghost, and
Oh.
their whole thing is like the whole concept behind there is to make fun of racists. Like that the whole thing
Yeah.
was
Oh, yeah.
that's why it looks like the Ku Klux Klan type of thing. So they're making fun of.
They're just making fun of it. Yeah, that's funny, kind of.
Yeah.
Actually,
And then there's some people who are like hardcore racists. They're like they're supporting us, and like no, they're not. like they're totally not. I'm pretty sure they're not. Pretty sure they're not brewing it in honor of the Ku
they're
Klux
friends
Klan.
with founders. No, I like founders. too. Yeah,
Don't bring it.
founders are pretty good.
It's just like Boulevard.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
Boulevard, yeah, great stuff, dude. Yeah,
Their barrel program's one of the best for fucking shelfies you can find. They came out with a mixed barrel aged 6-pack that was like $20. And every
Gee.
beer in there was like 14+% and delicious. Like it was crazy.
that sounds like a great price actually for what it is.
For a 6-pack, like put it this way, each bottle was like $3.50 and each bottle was like 14+% or like 13.5+.
Jeez, man.
And there all kinds of crazy shit.
I used to like Boulevard, but then
They get a little wonky
They-
sometimes. You're like,
They had some
"Eh."
issues behind the scenes.
I actually went to Boulevard back in 2016 and went to the actual facility.
Oh, did you?
Oh, cool, man. All
How
right.
was it? Was it a cool tour?
That was cool. Yeah, they did like a little tour and stuff like that, and tried some like stuff that they're like coming out with back in the day, and
Hmm.
had a big old gift shop and stuff like that. It was cool. It was a massive facility.
I think their Take 7 is one of the best saisons, American brewed saisons.
Yeah. Not
That's
their
right.
cranberry one though. That tastes like fucking Robitussin.
See, and here's the funny thing. I actually didn't mind that. I enjoyed it, but I could see how you could say that though. Like that the fruit character when it's like a berry or like a cherry, like some
Yeah.
people get that medicinal, that medicinal Robitussin, and a lot of times I don't. Same thing, like for instance, Sam Adams, right? Their cherry wheat. A lot of people say it tastes like Robitussin as well, and
Mm.
I never thought it did. I never thought it was great. I thought it was okay, but those type of like natural flavors they put in there, or even if it's like the actual berry, they definitely can come off medicinal for some people. I get that. Like what you're saying makes complete sense to me. I wouldn't be like, oh, you're crazy, beer man. Like I get it, 100% get it.
Yeah. Cough syrup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can totally see it, 100%.
Yeah. I mean,
But
you get through it and you're fine. It's cool, but it's like the initial punch of it. You're like, oh god damn.
Yeah, I've gotten that in some cherry beers before, where it's like, yeah, no, it's like I'm fucking sucking on a, like a throat lozenge. You know what I mean? Like it's not, it's medicinal. Like it definitely is.
Medicinal.
You want a medicinal cherry beer? Buy Higher Math from Dogfish
Oh
Head.
Jesus
The
Christ!
worst beer. It's you want a beer that tastes like Robitussin? Buy that beer. I bought a 4-pack like years ago. It was like $40 or something like that. I
Oh, to
opened
say
one
I had the higher math. I
Yeah.
don't remember what I thought. About.
and it was terrible, dude. It was like I think I don't know if it had coffee in it, but I know it definitely had cherry in it. I think it's like a dark strong ale. I think is what they classify it as, maybe something like that. But it was
It's they call
god
it.
awful. It's god
like-
awful.
They call it a Belgian strong golden ale,
That's what it was.
and
It
it's
had, like,
chocolate,
cherry.
sour
Yeah,
cherry
chocolate
juice, and
cherry.
yeah.
It was
Ugh.
terrible, dude. God,
I
it was-
don't-
oh my
I
god.
don't know if I ever had that. I don't think I had that.
Yeah, I don't know. I just
You're
can't do that.
lucky. You're lucky you didn't have it because it was god awful. It's terrible.
That medicinal thing just is not.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. It was like straight Robitussin. Like, oh
Ugh.
my god. Yeah, it was
Robitussin
terrible.
and Band-Aids.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, dude. Oh, so I love Dogfish Head, right? And I know you dig them too, Josh. And, you know, I always stand by every single brewery that I love makes a beer that I don't like. Like it's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just law of
Yeah.
averages, right?
Mhm.
Dogfish Head, the worst beer I ever had. I have to actually go find it because I don't remember the name. But when Beer Man just said fucking band-aids, dude, this
Yeah.
beer tasted and smelled like I was fucking putting a band-aid on my fucking tongue. Like it was just and at that point never tasted band-aid in a beer. This was probably like 2014, 15. It was the grossest fucking shit. And you know what it was? It was peat. It was a peat smoked beer. So I know some people with peat smoke can get band-aids. Apparently, I am one of one of
Yeah.
those people. And I never gagged drinking a beer before. I totally gagged drinking that beer. It was fucking
They added
disgusting.
too much then. Damn.
It was, or I just couldn't handle it because I don't drink, peated whiskey. Let me see if I can find the name of it. It was fucking. Ugh.
You gotta be careful with that malt, man. That specialty. It's strong. Like I'm saying like 0.5%. Like you don't need much.
Immortal. So IMMORTL. It was a let me see here. A blend of they use a blend of English and Belgian yeasts. They use maple syrup and then peat smoked barley, juniper berries, and vanilla. And I just remember it being fucking horrendous, man. So bad.
Whoa.
And then other people were like, I fucking loved it, but I love, peated whiskey. And I'm like, oh, that makes sense. I
I
guess.
do like peated whiskey, but not that strong. What you're saying?
I don't know. You might enjoy that beer. They don't brew it anymore. They don't brew it anymore, unfortunately.
Just like, have
fortunately.
you guys ever had? So Dogfish had a beer. It was an Imperial Pilsner, 9%. It was called Golden Shower.
No, of course
They
it
don't
was.
make it anymore.
Of course it was.
But it was 2000. It got released in 2009, right?
Yeah.
And I had that. Oh my god, it was
Golden
interesting.
Shower.
Golden Shower was what it was
Damn.
called.
I've never had that.
What was the label art like?
Here, I'll pull up a picture of it.
A guy pissing all over the garden. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Not what I was thinking.
No, that's definitely a little
Not-
bit different.
yeah. Obviously not as. Dogfish Head's great. Raison d'Extra is probably one of my fucking.
Yeah, dude, that fucking beer is delicious.
Old School was good too.
Palo Santo Maroon or whatever.
Yeah,
Maroon.
they don't make it anymore because after the whole pandemic stuff.
Yeah,
they couldn't source
they couldn't source the actual wood. Yeah.
That beer was
Really?
so good.
That was such a fucking
Bitches
great beer.
Brew was
That has
was
a
the best.
vanilla kind of flavor to it, kind of, sort of. Right?
Yeah, the Palo Santo Maroon. Yeah, it did.
Vanilla.
The original Fort, I always liked the original. I mean, I had the Fruitful Fort. It wasn't as good as the original, like Fort, because the Fort was like raspberry. I don't know what the Fruitful Fort was. I forget. It was a bunch of different berries and stuff, but yeah, Raison d'Extra is probably one of my top Dogfish ones. Same with Old School and all that shit.
Jeez.
I have like a 10-year-old Old School in my cellar.
Oh shit!
Should probably review that at some point. See how terrible or maybe amazing it is.
Yeah, they do I don't know, John, if you, or any of you guys went to. So they do a Weekend of Compelling Nails or Cal every year, and a lot of my buddies they go like almost every year and stuff. But last time I went was 2017. So they were pretty close with like Sam from Dogfish Head, and we were the only people to bring beer to an actual beer event. So it's like a beer. They have like their different beers, different stations where they pair different styles of their beer with like different foods. Like they had like oysters with like one of their stouts and stuff like that, and like all kinds of stuff. But Sam is just like a super nice dude. Like until security came around and told us to put all our bottles, take them off the table because we brought a bunch of like Virginia beers and stuff, and we were sharing like bottles and stuff with them and stuff. But yeah, he's like one of those dudes that's like very like personable and like he's like super likable and like Dogfish Head's been around for fucking forever and shit. But
Ever, yeah.
Yeah.
it was a cool experience just to kind of like hang out with Sam, the owner of fucking Dogfish, and just drink beers
Right.
and like shoot shit and talk about beer and stuff like that. Yeah.
And that guy's like cool. He sounds all surfer. He's all,
No,
like,
dude, he's mad fucking cool. Like it was
Yeah.
so he was like very like down to earth, like fucking. He's like,
Yeah.
like this is fucking awesome, like
and rich as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But yeah, he was just like super down to earth and just there's one of those dudes you'd like hang out with kind of thing, and you just shoot the shit and talk about beer with him, stuff like that. Very passionate about his craft and stuff like that, and just loves. He's just one of those dudes who just loves just talking about beer. Doesn't have to be his beer, and just talking about beer in general. And
Yep.
it's super cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could tell that dude's just a beer lover. Period. Like he loves it.
Mhm. Yeah. And I mean, now people say, Dogfish is macro craft since they merged with Sam Adams and stuff like that. But I mean, I guess it is kind of macro craft now. But
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if they make good beer, they make good beer.
yeah, I mean, you still got the the more exclusive stuff like 120 and stuff like that. But yeah. But
Nice. The
Yeah.
120, dude. That 120. What's the 120 like? That's a biggie, huh? That's like a.
well, I think what do they say? It's 15 to 18% or something like that. But most of the time
Yeah.
it's like 17%.
90. Pretty. I like the 90-minute actually.
90 minutes good. Yeah. I used to love the Sequence was really good. Like they're like
Oh, yeah.
black.
Dude,
Black
nice
Rock.
Rosa. Yeah.
Yeah. Sequence is very, very refreshing.
The Black Sea
Uh-huh.
Salt or something like that, or whatever it
Yep.
was.
Yep.
Yeah. And like
And the
does it
lime.
have corn?
Yeah.
Does it have corn? Oh, lime. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
what I thought corn can do. But yeah.
18% for the 120. Wow.
They used to, what they used to have, and they brought it back this year, but only in their variety packs. Their Festina Peach Pesh, which is their peach Berliner Weiss. Dude, that was one of the first like fucking fruited like sour beers I ever had. And that was really good. And then they took it away because I guess it didn't sell that well. So they brought it back this year in a variety pack. But that beer is really good. Just a nice peach Berliner Weiss.
Same with Pennsylvania Tuxedo, which I actually just found a can in my fridge, but now it's in cans. But yeah, Pennsylvania Tuxedo, when it first came out, it was, brewed with like spruce tips and stuff like that. And it was so piney and delicious. But like this new version, I wasn't really too impressed by it, but I don't know. That's the way it is now. I guess nowadays, like, I mean, for instance, like a lot of the hype shit back in the day, like Zombie Dust, like back in the day, like 2014, 15, good luck trying to get a bottle of Zombie Dust. Like now it's just fucking everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Shit. Like, and it's in cans now. Everyone's going in cans, but yeah, it's just crazy how. I mean, obviously, it's a good thing, I guess, and craft beer is evolving. More people are kind of drinking it, and there are a lot of breweries that you would never think they were distroing and harder to get. Now they're a little bit easier to get, but it's just the market's crazy now.
Yeah,
I feel like ever since the pandemic, it's been crazy.
I think in general, I think the pandemic played a little role, but I also think it's just the sheer volume of breweries now. It's like shelf space is at a premium, so you can't have all these regional and national breweries having fucking 10 beers on the shelf because it just does. They just a lot of these beer stores and grocery stores like to support local. So it's not like if you're in say Virginia, if there's going to be as many beers from breweries in like Florida on your shelf, probably not. There's going to be a lot of Virginia breweries and a lot of surrounding states breweries that are on your shelves. And that's the one disappointment is I think a lot of these breweries have had to pull back because of that, knowing, hey, okay, we got to focus on this market because we sell good here. We got to focus more locally, which is why I think you see a brewery like Dogfish Head. We're sitting here reminiscing about how many different beers from them that we loved. All those they can't bring out all the time. You know what I mean? They got to keep with the trends, but at the same time, they got to be realistic with like what they can produce and what's going to sell. And it's a
Right,
bummer
yeah.
because a lot of those beers are fucking delicious that we're talking about. They really are. But I also get why they don't bring them out anymore. But there's no reason for them to not like Raisin the Extra. They should bring that back at least once a
it's
year,
so
once
good.
every couple of years.
Extra.
You know,
That's a cool name. I've never heard of that one
oh,
actually.
it's such a good beer. Like,
Yeah.
like Josh just said, such a good fucking beer.
What is it exactly? What style? Or what?
It's like an imperial like brown ale.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. So
It's like-
they're adding a lot of 120 to that, probably a little dark caramels.
yeah, because they have a non-imperial version called Raisin Dietra, I think it's called.
Yeah.
So Raisin Dietra is a let's see, it's a brown ale brewed with beet sugar, raisins, and a Belgian style yeast. And the base one's 8%, and then they came out with the extra, which is basically a puralized version of it.
Mhm.
And it has the danger cap, and it's anywhere between 15 to 18%, like the danger
Yeah.
caps are. So they basically doubled more or less the base recipe, and
Really?
it's just like it's not even calling it imperial brown ale is kind of doing disservice. It almost gets into like barley wine, like old ale territory.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right.
So, but it's one of those sippers. You sit there for like a half an hour, 45 minutes, hour, and you're just taking sips, and like every single sip you take is something different, like super complex. The raisins really make like the base malt pop with that like dark fruit character. It's a fucking phenomenal beer, dude. It's so good.
That sounds good, actually. That sounds very
It's
interesting.
it's great.
But some people didn't like it because you know how people are with Belgian-esque beers that have Belgian yeast strains. So
Right.
people struggle because of that, because it gives you
Me too.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the esters and the phenols that they kicks out, it's like, okay, yeah, I don't like this banana bubblegum,
Well,
coriander,
burgundy.
clove. Yeah. But I think the extra works better because the imperialized version,
Yeah.
I don't remember like the yeast being as potent, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I think more of the malt
Nice.
character and the booziness kind of distracts you from it. So you're just left with a big malty fucking sipper of a beer that's fantastic.
Yeah, 40 IBUs. It came out in 2003,
Actually,
Belgian style. Yeah, but yeah, it's
Nice.
phenomenal.
Basically, that beer is what Dogfish Head is known for, right? The fucking
Yeah.
weird, crazy beers they would produce. Because, everybody produces all these fucking crazy just insane beers. Like,
Yeah.
it's just what it is now. But fucking 10, 12, 14 years ago, Dogfish Head was that brewery. And there was nobody else really doing shit
I
like
put
that.
them up there with like Sierra Nevada and stuff like that for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
They,
mean-
they're like the East Coast. I think that I don't know. I don't feel like they're the East Coast version of kind of like a Lagunitas to me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
man, I
Yeah.
like Lagunitas, dude. I've always
Yeah.
liked Lagunitas. Well, they sell out, right? They sold out, I think.
Yeah, to Heineken many years ago. But the thing is here's the thing though. I'll give Heineken credit here. And this is probably the only time I'll give like the actual Heineken company credit. They didn't really fuck with Lagunitas beers at all. Like Lagunitas beers nowadays are just as good as they were pre-Heineken. And the price point still Lagunitas, it went up a little bit, right? But it's still one of the best bang for bucks in craft beer. Like you can buy like Waldo's, the special ale just came out, right? It's fucking
Yeah, I just got some of that. Yeah.
almost 12%, and a 6-pack is what, like fucking 15, 17 bucks?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it
fucking
was pretty
ridiculous.
cheap. Yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot about that. Yeah, that is Lagunitas.
The 4-packs of
noticed- although I
Willitized.
noticed when they changed their labels.
The
I mean,
Willitize
it
was
just-
good, dude.
I feel like
Yeah.
it tastes different. So they changed.
Yeah.
I didn't pick up last year's Willitize because I heard it was not the greatest. But
Oh, you
so
did?
like
Oh, you heard
Born
that?
yesterday, when I got that beer like back in the day, like Born yesterday, that was like that's like a fresh hop or something like that, right?
Yep.
Or something
It's
like
like
that.
3 days old when it shows up.
Yeah, yeah. When I got that, like, I got a 6-pack of it. I drank the whole fucking 6-pack in that day. It was that
Jesus.
fucking good. But
Wow.
like, they just re-released. Well, I got some last year,
Mhm.
and it's obviously my palate's different, but it just didn't taste the way it tasted when I had it. Back in I think it was like 2016 or something like that. But
Mhm.
same with the Willitize. So like this past year's tasted a lot different than the previous years. Like 2022 was so fucking good. I was almost going to buy a whole fucking case of that shit, but 2023 they changed the label
Put
and
coffee in it, right? Or add
I
coffee.
don't
in
know.
it.
I don't
Well-
know. It,
well,
did,
no,
it, didn't
here's
have, it didn't have enough rye in it for me.
Oh,
Like,
Right.
And here's the
right,
thing you got to remind about or remember about that specific beer. They change, pretty sure if it's not the recipe, the barrels, because the percentage changes every year on Willetized. The ABV.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's never
Yeah.
consistent. So that
Yeah.
means something's changing, whether it's the barrels they're using, they're tweaking the recipe, they're doing something, right? So it's going to be different. I heard that about last year's too, that it wasn't as good. A
Yeah.
viewer sent me a bottle of it, right, recently, and I was going to review it. And then I go to look for the date on the bottle just to see how old it was.
Mhm.
And there's a big fucking crack in the bottle.
Oh, damn.
I'm not drinking. I'm not drinking. With me being on blood thinners and shit, not drinking that. Definitely not drinking that. You know,
Yeah.
even if it's okay, not chancing it. And I told him, I said, "Oh, dude, it sucks. I just noticed this crack. Like when I did the unboxing, I'm like, I didn't notice it." He's like, "Oh, no worries." I'm like, "Well, if I can find another bottle, I'll review it." But I said, otherwise, I don't think I should chance drinking potentially glass. Probably not a great idea.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You don't
But,
want that.
even if that beer isn't that good, the fact that it's like $12 a 4-pack is fucking absurd.
Yeah, I mean the price
Oh,
point's
dude.
phenomenal.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
So,
Where else are you
Yeah.
gonna get a fucking $12 4-pack of like a fucking
$4.50 a
13%?
yeah.
Yeah. It's fucking absurd.
Yeah.
And people still complain, "Oh, they're not as cheap as they used to be." Nothing is anymore.
right.
Like nothing is. Like, what do you mean? You have to pay an extra buck or two?
Dude, I thought it was
Yeah,
great.
you
I
can
thought it
go
was
over it.
good. I liked the coffeeness, the roastiness. It was raisiny. It was, it had that caramel raisin, 120 plus caramel malt kind of thing. It was like, it was just, I don't know. It had this really nice flavor and texture to it and feeling all
Yeah.
around. I don't know. I liked it. So
No, I
some
had
people
some
would
people.
like it. Well,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw some people that really enjoyed it like you did, and then I saw some people not care for it. But I think it's, like we talked about, beer is subjective, so like it all depends on your palate and what you enjoy. But what Lagunitas, I'll always buy that beer every year. Same thing with the Waldos and certain
Same
released seasonals, just because they're good and they're reasonably priced. You don't have to break the bank, even if it's like an off batch or maybe not a great year or whatever. It's still going to be pretty good, and for the price you pay, you can't really complain.
mhm.
You know what I mean? At least I don't, because it's just like
I need to get to the store quick because if they're pushing that out, I need to buy it because
Yeah, the Waldos showed up here a couple weeks ago here, so you should already have
is
it.
still available for you? I mean, is it selling quick or
When,
it's
well,
usually quick here?
I don't know. I bought a single of it and it wasn't on the shelves, so I don't know.
Oh.
I'd have to check. I haven't went beer shopping in a couple of weeks. I'll let you know. I'm going this week, so I'll let you know if I see any.
Cool.
Because
Yeah.
I know the Willetized, I only saw it at like one place, and I know Kyle, who lives about 4 hours away from me, but he's in New York State as well. He didn't even see Willetized because it sold out before he got to the store. Kind of like you said, like a lot of places don't get as much of it anymore. It seems.
So they buy it. Yeah, people will be buying that shit quick.
Yeah, people come in and just fucking buy cases or like 12 packs of it. Say, fuck it, I'm out.
When's the last time you seen this? So this is before all the scandal and stuff. So this was 2017, 18.
Oh
With the-
shit!
I have one of those in my cellar.
I mean, it's
You gotta be kidding me.
I'm sure it tastes like dog shit, Josh.
no, I mean, it's yeah, this,
Fucking racist.
Oh, yeah, it's all gone.
yeah,
Just the empty bottle.
yeah.
Just kidding. They put out great beers, man. I mean,
Yeah, I know. I'm
It's
caught
that
up in
they
the
had
whole.
some
Same,
racist
same
thing
with
on
same with Boulevard. I'm caught up in the whole.
Yeah.
No, it's like anything else. I don't.
I'm not racist.
What's the thing? I don't judge. I
No.
personally have not bought any Founders in a couple of years because I'm not. It's just personal.
Yeah.
It's a personal choice, but
Yeah.
I don't judge anyone who
Yeah.
continues to drink Founders stuff. Like that's fine.
Yeah.
Nah.
You know what I
come
mean?
on.
It goes for any brewery. It's not. I don't feel like if you're buying Founders beer, you're supporting anything they've done. But I also understand if you don't buy their stuff because of that. I get it. Like, but I'll never be here and be like, I can't believe you buy Founders stuff, dude. Buy what you want and drink what you like.
Well, it's just like Tired Hands. Tired Hands is another one. that
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
caught up in. Yeah, I don't
Tired
like
Hands. I've heard of them, but never had them.
Yeah, they're out
And
of
it-
Pennsylvania. Yeah.
And it also
Those
goes
are-
goes
right.
back to like, you know, I almost sometimes feel hypocritical that I don't buy and drink Founder stuff, because I'm sure a lot of these breweries are owned by like big conglomerates. I can only imagine what's going on in a lot of those companies. Like we talk about Lagunitas, I'm sure Heineken has some fucking horrible business practices. I mean, that's just an example. I'm not saying for sure. I'm just saying I bet you they do. They just don't get fucking thrown in headlines. So it's like,
Yeah.
Hey, Middle Fruit. Hey, Paul. Cheers, dude.
take
But
easy,
yeah.
Paul. The name of my channel
Right,
is
Paul.
Don't Watch It. That's the name of the channel. Do not watch it. You have too many channels. You don't need another.
Oh, dude, come on. I need to actually start watching. Jeez.
This beer is great. I gave it if I
Not
had to give it an
sorry.
untapped score, I'll give it a
See what you give it compared to me.
I'll give it a 4-4.
I gave it a 4 or 5. You're probably right there. I think it's a great beer. Like that is a beer, not like legit. I would just drink for the body and mouthfeel alone. Like forget the taste. The body and mouthfeel are fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would be happy with that score. Holy crap! Out of 5, jeez, that's
Yeah.
a really good.
Yeah.
That says it's a good beer.
Wait, is that a lager? I'm gonna give it because it's on tap at 3.8.
I'm gonna give it a 3.75.
Oh my god! And it
Yeah,
tastes-
Beer man also. Beer man, if you ever get to the point where you do have your own brewery, like like a professional
brew pub, more or less.
brew
yeah.
pub, whatever, just don't look at Untapped. Just don't.
Yeah, I will.
Just- It's gonna be
Yeah.
fucking bunch of idiots. This stout is too stouty. 0.5 out
Yeah,
of 5.
exactly.
Yeah, what the fuck?
whatever, you screwball, go away.
Yeah. This porter is too much like a porter. I don't like it. I don't like porters. 0 out of 5. Huh? Why are you drinking it? What I don't get about those people is if you truly hate a style, right? And you're drinking that beer and you're posting on tap, just don't rate the fucking thing. There's an
Yeah.
option to not rate the beer. Just post your thoughts
Yeah, people are
and don't
dickheads.
give a
Oh, is it?
rating.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can just
Yeah.
post your thoughts. You don't have to rate the fucking thing. So, like, if let's say I don't like IPAs and I'm drinking American IPA and it's not for me, if I want to check it in to say, hey, I've had it before, that's cool. But
Yeah.
don't rate the fucking thing like at all. Do not give it a rating because all you're doing is bringing down the score.
Screwing
Which
the
doesn't-
ratio. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
you're artificially
Right.
affecting the rating because you don't personally enjoy the style. I don't get that.
hmm
It doesn't make any
Right.
sense. It doesn't make any sense to me.
It's not fair either. I mean, really, and all that.
No,
sense.
it-
You have-
It'd be like posting a review on like TripAdvisor or Yelp or something, and you go to a seafood restaurant and you give it a 0 out of 5 because you don't like seafood. Well, wouldn't that apply to any seafood restaurant you'd go to? You fucking probably hate it because you don't like seafood. Like, it doesn't make any sense. But
Yeah.
people are stupid and don't understand stuff like that, or they think they're funny, and it's just like you got to understand with Untapped. I'm not. This sounds more. I don't
Beer
know.
advocate, maybe, but not.
Yeah, beer advocate, sure, because then you can post fucking 8,000 words or whatever you're saying, right?
Oh yeah, right.
Now this might sound a little bit sappy in some regards, but you're I know people don't think that, but artificially lowering the score or even artificially raising the score, if you do the opposite and give us something a 5 out of 5 because you like that style, you're kind of playing with the livelihoods of people's fucking their livelihoods in general, but also their companies. Like you know,
Mhm.
if you're gonna do that and all of a sudden the scores of certain beers are gonna go down, it'll make people less enthralled at wanting to try your beer.
Right.
Because I know people who they'll go into a fucking bottle shop or a beer store and they'll pull out their phone and the first thing they look on tap is what's the rating. I see, all right, we just got 5 beers from this brewery. What's the rating? I'm going to only buy beers that are over a 4. Well, if this beer gets a 3.79 because you're fucking giving it a 0 out of 5, then you're part of the problem. That's not cool. You're playing with people's lives. I don't like that. I know that
That's
sounds very dramatic because it's just an app, but seriously. It's kind
No,
of
that's not cool, man. That's not. I mean, let's be real, man. Like, go and have it for yourself. Try it. Let us know what you think. Don't go off what other people fucking think about it. I mean, that sounds a little bit cheesy.
Yeah. So think like you basically what you just said is think for yourself. Let your own opinion do the work, not somebody else's.
Mhm.
And that's that. Think about it.
Everyone
that,
has their own thoughts on things too. You know, it's like,
Yep.
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but no,
No. Go ahead.
no, it's just everyone has their own thoughts on things. You know, they drink a beer and they're like, this is good. Like I gave my the Kolsch that I, is an Americanized Kolsch, and I gave it to my work fellows, and each of them all told me the same thing. It didn't have much flavor. It didn't taste like a German beer. I was like, because it has American hops. It used the Kolsch yeast, but it's American hops, and it had some wheat in it. It's totally different. It's totally obscure from what you would make, put in an actual Kolsch.
Yep.
And it's cool, but a lot of them were like, oh, it tastes like a Blondale or this. I'm like, well, that's cool. Is it drinkable? Yeah, it's drinkable. It's good. All right, but that's all I want to know. You know. But if you want to stick to specs, you should probably brew something that's a little more to it. I don't know, man. I don't know where I'm going with this, but
well, Kolsch is also not an easy style to decipher because it is a hybrid. So it's you know what I mean. So I think you give a Kolsch to like 5 different people and you might get 5 different answers.
Yeah.
Like I'll be honest with you. I like Genesee Cream Ale, right? Like that's my go-to macro.
So do I.
But what's the difference? But what's the difference? There isn't a huge difference between that and like an upper echelon macro to me. Like they're very similar, right? One's an ale, one's a lager. I get it, but they're still very similar. Like doing a blind taste test, I don't know if I'd be able to tell you like huge differences outside of very subtleties within the beers. You know what I mean?
Well, they're so low in bitterness. Like there's not, there really isn't a lot of flavor. It's just more of a clean, crisp, German lager or hybrid lager, or ale. Yep. It's like, okay, but personally, I liked what I tasted, but now I want to go into an actual BJCP qualified fucking Kolsch and see where that kind of comes out.
Yeah, make one by the book, like you said, the clarity, all that stuff.
Yeah,
figure it out, and then see what they think.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, and to go back to what you're saying about like people taste what they taste and all that stuff. That's why, you review beers on your channel. I review beers on my channel. Josh occasionally does, like he did the review tonight of the Trillium beer. I will never like when people are like, "Oh, dude, I listen to what you say, and I base on what I buy off of what you say." I'm like, no, you shouldn't do that. I should be a small part of your research or resources into whatever you're looking at. Like if you come and look at my review, I would hope you do so maybe after the fact, or if you do so before the fact, let's say how many reviews do you watch of mine that where I align with your palate? Well, if it's like 80 or 90%, then you're probably going to be pretty happy with a beer if I say it's good because your palate's similar to mine. But if you're drastically different, then you're probably not going to want to buy a lot of same beers that I enjoy. Yeah. So when people are like, "Oh man, I base a lot of stuff that I buy off of your reviews," I'm like, you don't do it like that. Do not. Yeah. That's not. You should be watching a lot of different beer tubers and going to a lot of different sites if you want to get like a general opinion of whatever beer that I'm reviewing and that you're trying. Because a lot of people just go
yourself.
Yeah, that's the only way you know how you enjoy something. You have it yourself. That's it. When it comes to anything in life, like, I could have somebody tell me this. I could have 10 people tell me this is the best pizza place to go to. And if I go there and I don't like it, guess what? You were all wrong. No, you just have different palates than I do. Just how it works, So
what do you
totally agree?
What's that, Josh?
I said, what are you, Dave Portnoy?
Oh, Jesus Christ! One bite, everybody knows rules. It's not crunchy. It's like a football pizza. Like a football pizza. 7-3 football pizza.
What I say goes.
Yeah, right.
Oh, a little bit more crispy in the 8s, otherwise 7-9. Oh, that's a rookie score. Can't give 8s.
Like 1 or 2 pizzas a 9, I think, maybe.
Well, like I said,
narcissistic reviews.
The Portnoy reviews I think are hilarious because it's funny how like you watch some of his reviews and he's like just very aloof and not like he never knows what city he's in. He doesn't know the name of the place. He's just like,
Yeah, right.
it's all over the place. But his palate is if the pizza is very simplistic, right? Not a lot of shit on it. That's why it gets cheese, right? But also if it's super crispy, it's an automatic like higher score, and that's
Yeah,
because what he
exactly.
enjoys. But not everybody enjoys crispy fucking
What he
pizzas.
enjoys, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, some people like doughier pizza. Some people like in between. Some people like more sauce or
In
more
between
cheese.
here, boy.
Yeah, I like a crisp on my pizza, but I don't want the fucking when I bite into it, sparks go flying. Like I just want some.
I want like cracker thin fucking.
I do like.
Cracker thin, yeah.
That's why, like, when Bumpy does his frozen pizza reviews, my favorite is Newman's Own because their dough is like one of the thinnest out there, and it's fucking for a frozen pizza. Newman's Own is like my favorite. Like, I get the supreme with like the peppers, onions, sausage, and pepperoni. Dude, it's so fucking good. It's so it's not bad calorie wise.
You heard that Newman's Own is racist, right?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm still buying them, Josh. I can't. No, I don't buy many frozen pizzas, but even if they were, I would still splurge once in a while.
Fucking racist.
You know what? I'm gonna eat a Newman's Own.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I'm eating a Newman's Own with a Centennial IPA from Founders.
Cheers, Kevin.
Yeah, right.
Cheers, Shark.
I'm pairing it with the Boulevard sexual abuse.
That's the thing. It was only a matter of time before like breweries started to get nailed for that because it happens in everyday life. A bunch of discriminatory stuff across the board, right? So now you apply it to like a big brewery. Yeah, I'm sure it happens. You know how much fucking shit probably happens at like Anheuser-Busch? Probably tons of shit that we don't even know.
Bells or something like that.
Yeah. Just a lot of bigger breweries. More people you have, more issues there's potentially going to be. That doesn't mean the company, the Founders thing is different because like the fucking higher ups kind of fuck that up. Yeah, I mean that's the reason why more so than anything. Like the Boulevard thing wasn't so much the higher ups. Yeah, there was problems on things, but the Founders one was like they tried to like almost cover it up. Yeah, I mean, and that was like, all right, come on, just
like with the whole treehouse thing with the whole shareholders.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Who knows? That's just one dude.
Treehouse.
Is anything coming to that? Is he still fucking suing them? I guess they're still in litigation.
I haven't heard anything recently, but yeah, I'm sure they're probably still. I don't know, but yeah, that shit was crazy though. With the whole spending all that fucking money and shit. I mean, fucking treehouse, I just want floodlands. If anyone can get me floodlands.
Well, how many people do you?
Well, I'll pay money for it.
Yeah, a lot of money you'd be paying for it because they're fucking super hard to get.
Like I know Darwin. Darwin.
Yeah, he got a box of shit from people, didn't he? I heard somebody say.
Yeah. And I was like, God damn it, dude.
Shark says the Green Cheek. Green Cheek is good. He sent me a couple.
Dude, they're Green Cheeks.
So good.
Green Cheek is literally
so good.
They're in my top 3 for like West Coast breweries.
Holy man,
dude! I've had fucking Joe's Arcade Senegali sent me a surprise beer mail like a month ago, and there was like 5 Green Cheek beers. No, there was 5 Shred beers. So Shred's like a smaller brewery that does West Coast stuff, and I think there was 3 or 4 Green Cheek. Dude, I did a side by side of these 2 California IPAs, which are basically West Coast IPAs. 2 of the best West Coast IPAs ever. One was a West Coast IPA with a West Coast triple. They're so fucking, dude. They were so good.
Freaking gnarly.
So fucking good.
Yeah.
Would you pick Green Cheek over Monkish?
For West Coast all day.
I mean, probably would all day. Yeah.
Green Cheek does hazies, but like, and they're good. But like Monkish, I think Monkish hazy. I don't know. That's tough. Monkish doesn't do enough West Coast.
That is tough. Yeah.
I think as a whole, Green Cheek is better because they do both. But they're both delicious brews. Like I like both. And that Shred brewery that like is smaller, dude. They had a beer called Hop Suey, which I thought was a great name. They had like a container of chop suey, but instead of like the actual chop suey in there was hops, and they had like chopsticks. It was gnarly how cool the artwork was. But the beer was probably my favorite West Coast beer I've had this year, probably in the last 6 months. It was fucking phenomenal.
What about Alvarado Street?
I haven't had.
I've had a couple of theirs. Sorry. Yeah.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I've had a couple of theirs. Yeah, the good stuff. Good stuff.
Is it? I only had
Yeah.
one at a beer fest like 5 years ago, and that's all. It was like a dark beer too.
I think I had a couple Westies actually. As long as it's on date, as anything,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
when
I
it
think-
comes out on beers.
And the thing is, you talk about the dates, and I agree. Like, I prefer obviously the fresher the better. Not always for New England styles, because who the fuck, like sometimes you need to sit for a while and mellow out. But
Sometimes, yeah.
the two key things for me is dates, and I'm not a snob as much anymore. If I see a beer 6 weeks old or whatever, that's cool. The key thing here is as long as it's kept fucking cold the entire time.
Keep it cold, keep it fresh. Yeah,
That's the thing. If the thing's fucking a week or a month old and it's on a warm shelf, I'd rather have the fucking 2-month-old cold beer. Like, and the cold preserves the hops. Like, it's fucking science.
it slows it down. It slows down
Mhm.
any kind of oxidation. Yeah.
Yep.
So,
And it's like some places will have the double whammy where it's not kept cold and it's not fresh, and I'm like, fuck that. I'm not
Right.
spending $5 or $6 a can for some fucking old ass beer that's been warm the entire time. Can't do it.
no, like Total Wine has their shit on warm shelves. It's like,
yeah.
what's
Yeah.
wrong with you people?
I almost buy no warm beer on warm shelves unless it's a style that can handle it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like if it's like a brown ale or whatever. Yeah, if it's an English brown or something, sure. If it's a fucking stout, whatever. As long as there's not crazy adjuncts in it and all kinds of weird shit. But if it's like old school styles that aren't hop forward, I don't care if it's warm or not. I prefer it cold, but I'm not gonna, turn my nose up at it. But if it's like a fucking, a West Coast IPA at 7%, it's on a warm shelf and it's 6 weeks old, fuck that. Not buying it.
right.
Not chancing it. There's too many options for that to happen nowadays.
No, dude, sucks.
Yeah.
And you get the places that don't care about, their beer, despite the fact that they're like,
They
a
don't
beer
think
store.
that way. They don't
Yeah.
think that way. They're like, oh, okay, whatever. Especially grocery stores or people that are uneducated. Like, dude, come on.
What I like is that there are certain breweries, at least here in New York State, I don't know how it works outside of New York State, that will actually say we'll distribute, like, because there's some breweries that do self-distribution, or they'll make a deal with the distributors where they say we'll distribute our beers to you, but you have to make sure wherever you go, they're kept cold. Like it has to be in a walk-in cooler, it has to be in a cooler in general. Otherwise, we won't distribute your beers, because there's certain breweries, and one of them is Other Half. So Other Half, any place that goes to around here, they are not on warm shelves. They are all in coolers at every single 6 bottle shops / grocery stores I go to. They're always in a cold cooler. So they must have some kind of thing where hey, we're going to get you distro of our beer, but you're not fucking going to hang out on a warm shelf. We're not going to do that.
Good for them, man. No, that's like Fort George goes around in reefer trucks. They keep their shit cold even in the delivery.
That's cool.
So everything we get, even in the grocery, it's like I'm getting some really fresh stuff right now. And they're on sale even. I was like $10 a 60.
Oh
That's
shit.
cool. Well, it's $10 plus 10 cents per can because that's how they do it with the
Yeah,
recycle.
same
So,
here. Same here. Yeah, it's
But it's still, I mean, fuck.
you can't beat that, dude.
60 a 6-pack. Heck yeah, a 10.59.
You can't
Yeah.
beat that. You cannot
Can't
beat that.
Yeah,
Is that? Would you say Fort George is like your favorite?
one of my
brewery?
favorites. Yeah. Them and Bowie's good. They've all got. There's a political divide between the two. One's more right wingy, one's more left wingy. Fort
Mhm.
George is more lefty. Bowie's more lumberjacks and right wingy, and you know what I mean.
Mhm.
And I'm not trying to get into politics, but it's like that's kind of how it is in the city. So more people where I'm at right now, it's all super red city.
Mm-hmm.
Where over there, it's in Astoria, it's more blue, democratic, it's more
Mhm.
independent, and they're more aiming towards the Bowie.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like there's another one that's really good. I forgot the name of it, but it's really good actually. I had one of their Westies the other day on my show. But Bowie, I don't look at politics. I'm not trying to find politics in the
Mhm.
split, the divide.
Right.
I'm looking at fucking beer. What are you making? and
Yep.
and I like what Bowie does too, and they're newer than Fort George is like the oldest local brewery around here. Where
Mhm.
Bowie came around maybe I don't know 10 years later than them. They've been around for like maybe 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, and they're all right. You know, they're always going to and they have what's cool about them is they have different various styles. You know, where Fort George does too, but you got to go there into their tavern room and get their specialty stuff for like $7 to $14 a fucking small little glass, you know, of their good stuff. You know, where Bowie just puts it out and sends it to the grocery stores. You know, you get like your Dunkels, you get your German beers, you get your, you know, they're big into the German beers. They like the German beer, Germanic styles. I really like that too. So they have a really good Westie that's really nice, 6.6 that just came out. That's really good. So it's just I don't know. It sucks that you got to have politics between it all, and I hate that. I fucking hate that.
Mhm.
It pisses me off that you got to have a political edge to it all. Like, cut it out, please, people. I don't know, man. I just
I say, you know, in respect to that, like, yeah, that's I try to not. I think if I follow that's the politics into stuff I enjoyed, I would probably lose my mind.
it's terrible. Yeah, it's terrible. It's not good.
I
It
try to,
shouldn't be part of it.
yeah, outside of like stuff like again like the founder stuff, which was you know not great, and then like the stuff you hear there, that's not politics as much as you know people just doing things they probably shouldn't be doing. But outside
Right.
of that, like I don't follow stuff into my hobbies or things that I enjoy because then I think you would find like I try to explain to people in terms of like boycotting certain things. Like if you went to the store, or if you research like what Procter and Gamble might do, you know, like the big conglomerate that like owns all like the fucking shampoo and this and that.
All right.
I think
Yeah.
you'd probably be surprised at probably some of the crazy shit that they're known for, and it would probably make you not want to go buy your fucking Head and Shoulders or whatever. You know what I mean? Like you'd go down a rabbit hole where you're, I guess, only buying local stuff, and it would just be too hard for me to keep track of a lot of the stuff. So it's like, I don't know. Like you said, I just want to drink beer. I know that.
Or the aspirin company.
Yeah, like Bayer or whatever. Like it's fucking yeah. Like I don't know. But to each their own. At the end of the day, there's so many beers out there, which is you know a lot of breweries. So it's like if somebody does something that pisses me off nowadays, yeah, it sucks, but I can move on to another brewery. Sway.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
yeah.
so hopefully people don't do stupid shit, and that includes breweries as well.
Yeah.
There's just such a hard divide. Like it's a big military city where I live. So there's a lot of people against what's going on right now. And you know, especially during the presidential shit that's going on. I don't want to get into it, but it's just you go to Portland and everyone's very liberal, very cool, and just very patient and hippies and just I don't know. That's kind of my scene. I would I'm not a hippie, but I would rather hang out with a hippie than someone who's totally strict, all like Marjorie Taylor Greene strict. You know, you're like, oh my god, what's going on with this lady?
That's a lie, beer man. You're our hippie. Okay, you're our hippie. You're the beer tubers hippie. You're the de facto hippie.
Right.
Slap my bald head. No,
And right now, you need to be dancing to some fucking Grateful Dead right now. That's what we need.
I know, and see, I love Portland. Portland's so cool. Like, if I could live there, I like the feeling of the people of the things I feel there. You know, it's like you go there and everyone's friendly. It's like this big city, but everyone's friendly and everyone's cool to you, and everyone's like not all like into talking about politics, you know, in that essence. You know, it's like, okay, cool, man. But I don't know, man. It just it shouldn't be involved. There's politics in beer, but you shouldn't bring politics and government with beer. It's like,
Yeah.
let that out of the fucking picture. Go away. Get the fuck out of my life.
Get out.
I just want to talk about beer, and that's all I care about. So
You are the beer man, after all.
have nothing beer master. Alex,
That's Alex. Alex is the beer master. Welcome
All right,
to his
gentlemen.
channel.
I think I'm gonna end. I'm getting kind of sleepy over here.
I-
Yeah.
I'm
That's
getting
it.
there too. Yeah, I
Yeah,
gotta hit.
It's
hang
that's
out
like the
with both.
perfect time, Josh. I'm fucking.
It is perfect. Yeah.
I appreciate everyone stopping by.
Thanks for the
Joe,
invite.
Beer Man, Bumpy was in here.
Yep.
Everyone in the chat. I mean, I could probably run through the whole chat. Paul was in there. Shark, Cassie, all kinds of people. But yeah. I mean, I'm trying to do something different. I mean, I know I did the beer bowl thing, but nice to talk about beer and have a beer centric show. I know there's a lot of beer shit out there now, but not too much on the weekends. I know a lot of
Nope.
people don't do too much on the weekends, so I'm trying to maybe get something consistent. So that's why kind of beer talk kind of thing. But yeah, always a good time hanging out with everybody for sure. Thanks everyone for popping in. Thanks everyone on panel for sure. Everyone in the chat. Trying to do some examinations coming up soon. I know Sammy keeps talking about the shin curler thing, which
I still got mine in the fucking fridge.
yeah. I'm trying to get a Cantillon type
I
examination.
gotta get the Sang Blue. The Sang Blue.
Yeah.
You have one. You have Sang Blue, right?
Yeah, Sang Blue and one of the other ones, Saint Lavarnus,
Saint
I think.
Lamb Venice.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. But yeah, thanks everyone for stopping in. Appreciate you all. Love you all. Everyone have a great weekend. If I don't see any of you, and we'll catch you on the next one. So, cheers, everyone. Where's my mouse? There it is.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.